Don't know why I was muted. Cheers, y'all. Welcome back. How's everybody doing? We up in this thing. We're going to have another banger. I feel it. It's going to be I don't know why it keeps getting muted, but cheers, y'all. Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a blessed week. We're here anytime. NV, Closet Med Grower. Hell yeah, brother. Good to see you, man. I've been following you for a good minute now, bro. One more farm. Cheers. Soul Rebel, Captain Kush, Hookster, Mayan Smoke, Carol. Cheers, everybody. Good to see all y'all. Y'all know what we do here, man. We show these grows. We encourage the grower to do better, making the knowledge available for them to improve. Each grow better than the last. Growers helping growers become better growers, man. That's the message. That's it. That's what we do. I sound like a broken record, but 5 minutes of your time might save a grower 10 months of struggling, man. That's what it's about. Encouragement for growers to do better, man. Wow. What up, Big Movie fan? Have you gotten a panic attack while smoking? If so, how to come over? Smoke better shit. No. Maybe try just slowing your breathing pattern down. Might help. Cheers, Captain Kush, Big Movie fan. What's up, Si?
What's going on?
Dragon Master, Sticky Fingers, Lion Smoke. How's everybody doing? Jose Torres. Cheers, y'all. Blunt 30. What up, Josh? Blunt 30, man. Y'all hit the link. Y'all know what to do. Hit the link. Show us what works for you in your garden. That's what it's all about, man. The diversity of the different varieties, the different styles. We're open-minded completely when it comes to styles. You know, it's interesting to see all the different many ways this plant is grown. For this right here, our personal medication, medicinally helping us. You know what I mean? A lot of people need this, man. Serious. What up, Germinator, son of man? Damn, they got flea markets that sell females. Damn. Go for a walk. Oh, yeah. Cheers, Josh. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Share this out. Let's get a lot of growers up in here. We got a live chop down coming tonight. Si's gonna be chopping down. What's that? The orange? What? Presidents?
Yeah. Yep. Best bud orange presidents.
Hey, Dad's Grow. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you back around, man. Hell yeah. Cheers to the new growers, man, that don't give up. You know? Cheers to the new growers. We all were new growers at one point, right? What up, Macho? Curly Greenleaf. Curly, looking good, bro. On your YouTube. Looking good, man. Oh, I ain't got no music on. Damn, I'm fucking up. I knew something didn't feel right. There we go. Let's try this. Too loud? If that's too loud, somebody let me know, please. Thank you. What up, Lefty? Macho, I got your text, brother. I literally got it like 15 minutes ago. I just haven't had time to respond, brother. I missed some text from my boss and a couple other people. Cheers, Macho. Hope everything's been good, bro. Smoke one like you know me. Smoke no beat. Yeah, I got that all fucked up. What up, MV?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm actually hadn't been on your show before and just wanted to stop and say hi. I seen you had the stream up so we could do some things. I'm actually still at work today, and I work with hydroponics, but I'm currently not working with cannabis. So if you guys want to see one of the R&D projects I have going on, though, I can show you a pretty cool garden.
Let's go. Y'all make sure to check this guy's YouTube out, man.
Yeah, just so you know, everything's pretty old on my YouTube. It's been about 5 years since I put any actual content on there for some different reasons. But for some introduction, back in the day, I was pretty popular for a YouTube show showing home-growing cannabis, teaching home-growing cannabis. In that time, I won 4 different cups and went on to then manage cannabis facilities and other various things. Currently, though, I work for a nonprofit called Green Our Planet. And we provide hydroponics and gardens and the curriculum for it for schools. So I am currently R&Ding a system from Fork Farms, which is a vertical hydroponic grow machine.
Can you turn your phone sideways for us?
I got you. Let me do that. Is that better?
Yes, sir. Look at
this one I'm R&Ding, actually, we're thinking about using for some of our programs is actually like a round hydroponic machine you can split open and then get onto the inside, which is pretty cool. And it's a vertical hydroponic grow with sprayers around the edge that spray down into a wall panel with reservoirs on the bottom.
Really?
Yeah, pretty interesting. So I have a bunch of romaine lettuce, red butter lettuce, green butter lettuce. This is some type of Salanova up here. I think it's Summer Crisp. This one is more green butter lettuce, some more of that crisp lettuce, some arugula down here, some Swiss chard, some Genovese basil, some Thai basil, and some cilantro.
All right, so I got a couple questions. So they're like cubes?
It's they're like vertical grow panels, right? So you can see I'm 6 foot tall standing next to this thing. And there's 8 panels that go vertical on this, and the base of the unit is a large reservoir that's connected to both sides. So both sides of it that you can swing open and closed.
Right.
See what I mean?
Oh, shit.
So then it pumps from the reservoirs in the bottom up through this Y pipe, and it sprays into the top of each one of these. Like if I open up this little cap, you can see there's sprayers in there that spray out.
Is there root riot cubes, or what are the pumps?
The plugs I'm using, I was actually testing some plugs from iHort, and they're an oversized plug for this unit. I wouldn't recommend using ones this big, but it's actually a coconut core based plug. They're pretty interesting.
I actually got some of those as well.
I've also been testing these Velocigrow gel plugs, which are really interesting. Check these out. They're made of plant-based sugars, and it's like a gel.
Really?
Crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So what about the light? Oh man, you got me interested here.
Oh, the light on this, it's an all-white LED of some sort. I'm not sure the exact manufacturer or intensity. I will say it's plenty intense enough for lettuce, herbs, and everything else like I got going here. But most lettuces and herbs are really like a medium intensity plant, especially when compared to cannabis, which cannabis is a really high light intensity plant. So these ones are more like a medium light intensity. They can take a full day's sun, but they don't need full day super strong light. You know what I mean?
Right. They can deal with shade and it'll be all right.
Yeah. So overall, going pretty good though. I figured that'd be a good one to show off for your show though.
No, hell yeah, man.
I'm actually going to harvest this machine on Monday. So.
Oh, so you leave it closed?
Closed up. Turn into a big circle of grow.
You leave it closed? Like that's the purpose?
Yeah. Yeah. And when it's closed, it only takes up like, a little over 3 foot by 3 foot or so. It's like a little closet. And then when I look from above, you can see all the greens grow right around the grow light.
That is phenomenal, bro. Wow. I've seen a bunch of these at BizCon this year when I was out there. Maybe not the, design.
No, I will say, being that this is a cannabis show, this would not necessarily be an ideal machine for growing cannabis because it's not really made for that.
Right.
But if I were to use this to grow cannabis, what I would do is just grow a bunch of mini plants, maybe use every other pot about the same plant spacing I have on these, but grow a bunch of clones that are only like 3 days of veg and then flip to flower. And you could probably fill all the walls with a bunch of weed and it would be pretty cool. But that's not my intention. I work for a nonprofit that teaches kids how to grow stuff. So I R&D, help make curriculum. I also do a corporate wellness program and a bunch of other stuff. So
hell yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. If you were to do cannabis, they would just get too overwhelming in there. You'd have to flip ASAP. And then what about the light? I wonder how that would work too. But it's like you said, you're just testing it out. Awesome. Thank you for coming up. I'm baffled. That's fucking incredible. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, brother. You're muted.
My bad. Yeah, I was going to say the light is more intense than some of the other lettuce and herb units I've grown, but not quite as intense as most cannabis lights I've used or high intensity lights. I would say in my recommendation, it is probably bright enough to flower something in this little setup the way it is. But again, the amount of actual grow space between the light and the panels is pretty minimal. So it's really made for lettuces, herbs, that sort of thing. If I was going to put cannabis, you'd need rather small plants, but it could be done. You could do, a sea green technique with it and it'd be pretty cool. But again, this is a work unit for a nonprofit. So no weed in this one. Maybe I'll get one home someday.
Hell yeah. No, that's awesome, man. Congrats on that. That's pretty cool. And then to be introducing that to kids, man, it's just, I think there should be more of that. You know what I mean?
Dude, no doubt. That's a big part of what I do. And, with adults and other people in the industry, what I like to joke is I'm getting older. One of these days, I'm not going to be able to grow this shit myself. And if these kids grow me some bullshit, I'm going to be mad. So I better go through my duty to make sure every kid on this planet knows how to grow some good fucking weed, all right? And that starts with teaching them lettuce in school.
Yep. They got to start somewhere, man. Teach them about the pH and everything, I wish I had that at a young age. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I wish I did too, honestly. That would have been cool as hell, but not quite the cards I was drawn. So learned it later in life. Got really good at it, at least.
Right. Hell yeah, brother. Again, man, thank you, man. Great work. I tip my hat to you. Awesome putting the face to the name and all. Hell yeah.
For sure, man. It's a pleasure meeting you as well. I know you've been sending me a few different messages. You sent me one a while back asking if I could be on the show and such. And I seen one of your messages coming through saying you were going to be on today. And I was like, you know what? I'm staying late at work anyways, just working on some crap on my computer. Might as well hang out on a grow show and procrastinate for a minute. No one wants to work that hard.
There you go. Yeah, I do construction. I wish I could do that. I wish I, getting into cannabis for a living, not necessarily in like a facility, but I guess you could say a facility. I feel like you want to do something, but you don't want to do it to a point where you would start to hate it. You know what I mean?
100%. And yes, that can very much happen when you're get into facility growing, because it's a lot of the fun of home growing doesn't take place in a facility. You know what I mean? You're there for maximum yield, maximum production, maximum quality, minimal cost. All right. And part of that cost is labor, which is you. So you're going to be stressed. It's going to be a lot of work. You're going to fine tune things specifically for the crops they want to grow, even if that's not the crop you want to grow. If you like experimenting with your grow, like for instance, my old grow channel, I used to keep what I called a tent city, like different tents, and I would have a different grow style, a different grow light in every tent. You don't do that commercially. You copy what's working and makes you profitable, and then you minimize liabilities by making sure you keep things consistent. So the growing is actually much more boring, much more tedious, and much more work than it is home growing without as much fun back in it. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to discourage anyone. It's still a very good career to get into. It's a good way to get some experience amongst and grow your career in the cannabis field. But don't look at it as, hey, I'm going to get into this because it's going to be fun. Get into it because you want to make a difference by growing mass amounts of weed so the people can get that product. That's the good thing you're doing as a cultivator. But yeah, not fun. It does take the fun out of it for sure.
It can. I mean, you got to think when you're doing something like that, it takes the passion out of it if it becomes a slave labor. You know what I mean? When especially you get micromanaged because it's a commercial.
And that's it, man. Especially if you already have quite a bit of experience in growing. Like I've both worked for people and I've worked as a lead cultivator or master grower, or whatever you want to call it at facility. Horticulture manager is what it really is, managing the plant production of operations. I've done both, right? And the management of those facilities definitely more fun than the base level work. The base level work, very, very tedious. The management's a little more fun because, I do get to pick which genetics I want to deal with. I can kind of steer what direction we want the company to go as far as supplementary products that match the product we're growing. And, for instance, do we want to do rosin? Do we want to do, blast oils? What materials do we want to send for distillate? Like all that would be my decision. Whereas as a base level employee, all those interesting decisions and thought processes you don't get to make. You're literally there for 8 hours, plucking leaves, harvesting plants, trimming buds. Like
you're there for a paycheck.
You're there for a paycheck and for a purpose. And it is a very important job, and it is something that can get people to where they need to go. And it's something that, can pay and get you through life, and you can feel good about the work you're doing. But yeah, again, to where we started with this, it can take the fun out of it. It's not the same as home growing. Growing a 3x3 tent at my house is more fun than growing a 10,000 square foot indoor facility.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
Right. And to me, like Simic said right there, that to me was craft. When you take the passion and the enjoyment out of it, you're backtracking in my perspective. You know what I mean?
Yes and no, because you also got to remember this is a medicinal plant and it's a commodity. You can't only look at it from the aspect of how we look at it as people on the inside of the industry. We have passion for it, but not everyone that needs this product, that needs this medicine, has the same passion we do. Some of them do want the availability and the low cost of a commodity traded cannabis. Now, I would actually prefer to have nice homegrown fucking craft weed because I like to smoke high-grade weed. You know what I mean? Now, I don't like to spend high-grade money on it because I'm a cheap ass, but that's a whole different problem.
Well, see, I feel like in a facility, like you said, they just want the product. Quality's there, but if it's not, it's going to be rushed. You know what I mean? It's not going to be...
Yes and no. What it is you set up a plant production plan when you're setting up the facility. So you try to set up, okay, every so many weeks we need a harvest, right? Whether that's an 8-week cycle, 9-week cycle, whatever. You also calculate in your amount of time it's going to take you to reset the room. You also calculate in a small amount of loss liability in case there's an issue, in case you need to reset a room, something like that. Then you can figure out how much cannabis you can grow in the year, and you use those figures as your baseline going forward. And so you're constantly trying to hit a goal is what you're doing. You're constantly trying to hit a production goal. And in order to do that, you want to minimize liabilities. So what I mean by that is you're not going into running a large size facility thinking, hey, we want this one crop to be the best. And, you know, this one strain is going to be awesome. That's going to carry our whole 10, 20, 30, 40,000 square foot indoors. That's not how it works. You're going to need 20, 30 different strains, and you're going to need to set up your systems so that way all those strains can grow to standard. Some of them will grow better in your environment than others, and you might want to gear your facility towards those for the most part, but you're going to need that variety in order to stay competitive within the industry on a wholesale market. Right. So there's a lot different thought that goes into how you calculate out your profits, and your main concern is minimizing liabilities. So again, those liabilities can be many things, from pests to diseases to labor liabilities to sales and income issues. You know, you're talking about business liabilities as well as the horticulture liabilities you have to layer on top of that. So once you add that in, you really need consistent practices in how you're efficiently utilizing your labor. And that's why your labor ends up getting boring. You can't train one employee to do everything and expect them to be good at everything.
And not only that, when the fucking when the home grower is putting in the hard sweat and blood and tears because they know they're about to smoke that pack. This ain't just going in the mix and it's going all over the United States. We're about to blow that, and then everybody that we're linked up with or work with or friends with or smoke with, they about to smoke that. So at that point, we got to focus on the quality. Like, quality has to be. Now,
and you can focus on the quality, man. Let's think about it this way. For instance, when I was running approximately a 10,000 square foot facility in East Tennessee doing CBD hemp, right? It was indoor high-end CBD hemp. So I was getting 2%, 3% terpenes, about 20% CBD, but Farm Bill compliant, below 0.3 THC. So I could sell that shit all over the world. It was great. Made some fire-ass product. But when you have a small craft grow, though, and you're one person, you're looking over what? In veg, flower, everything. If you got a single light grow, you're looking over 40 square foot of plant material. When you're looking for pests, looking for diseases, looking for nutrition deficiencies, you're looking for all the things you need to pay attention to. You got one person per 40 square feet. Now, in this other situation, I had a maximum employment at that facility of 10 employees, and I was regularly 9. I was usually about 1 employee short of my maximum of how I wrote up the plant production plans for it. And so now I got, say, maximum 10 employees to look over 10,000 square feet. There's about 5,000 square foot of flowering, but 10,000 square foot of building, right? And so let's say 5,000 square foot of canopy plus another 1,500 or 2,000 square foot of edge area plus the mother area. So let's say I had about 7,000 square foot, 7,500 square foot of actual plant space for 10 employees. Of those 10 employees, I had 1 production manager, myself. I had a vegetative supervisor and a flower supervisor. And then I had usually about 4 employees underneath that doing the actual plant labor that were, farmers. The other employees there were post-production, trimmers, that sort of thing, right? So realistically, you're looking at 7 people to look over 7,500 square feet. That means we're at almost a little over 1,000 square foot per person to pay attention and look for those problems with quality. Then in a craft situation, you have 1 person per 40 square feet. So you can catch those diagnoses easier, you can find the issues easier, and you can apply the solutions to any problems easier in a craft situation. Does that make sense?
Oh, for sure. Valid. I mean, 100% valid point. If that worker is there to do the past, if that worker is there just to watch the clock all day, there might be a 3 spider mites that got through the loop. You know? It's too much. There's so many things that could go wrong in the facility. And I've seen a lot. I don't know. I've never been to a facility, but I've seen and heard so many that shut down that don't make it.
Yeah, and a lot of times they shut down. It really has to do with bad venture capitalism getting into the program and them miscalculating either the amount of sales they can make or the amount of money they're going to make per sale, and they don't end up being able to pay back their loans as well as they would like. Very few of them that get in fully funded privately completely fail. Most of those get bought out by a bigger business and the owners get rich. The ones that end up failing out are the ones that get in on like venture capital issues and that sort of thing. And then they get into a market expecting to sell at a certain rate. And then the big multi-state operators come in and tank that market. And now all of a sudden, all those small guys with big loans can't afford their business anymore. So a lot of small and mid operators with too much venture capitalism issues is the majority of ones I see fail personally. But I don't professionally work in the finance side of cannabis. I'm a professional horticulturalist. So I'll also put that caveat out there.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean, it's just, and then the process from the facilities to the dispo. That's probably a shit show by itself right there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the same shit show you see in almost every market, though. That just has to do with supply, demand, sales, and middlemen taking way too much money. Farmers getting a small chunk of the portion of the profits, while the middleman distributing it to the dispensary, and they make the majority of the money. So that's just kind of how the world works right now. It's a little fucked in a lot of industries, cannabis being one of them. So
for sure. Completely agree with you. Yeah, you've been hitting them on the nose. I mean, like I said, I don't know anything about facilities, but like I said, I've talked. I've had a couple homies still work at the facility, you know. But yeah, fuck yeah. Average hourly pay for dispo grows is 13 to 16. Now, what kind of grower talent are they getting? Right. You're hiring people for $13, $16 an hour. How is the...
It can be a little rough. I will say it also depends on where you live, cost of living in that area, and that sort of thing. Now, I personally lean more on the side of the employee than the management. It's not necessarily the best to say at this position in my life, as I've worked with some pretty big money people to help develop facilities, but I really lean towards the employee. So for instance, I'll tell you directly, my base level employees when I was in Tennessee, right? In that area, I was about an hour east of Knoxville up in the mountains in a small town called Washburn, right? There's only 200 people there. It's middle of nowhere. It's one of the lowest cost of living areas of Tennessee, one of the lowest cost of living areas of Appalachia, really. And there's other CBD facilities there. I purposely put my going rates about $1 or $2 per hour higher than all of the other facilities in that area. There's 2 or 3 facilities in Maynardville. There was a facility in Tazewell. There's a facility in Knoxville, all doing the same as I, smokable flower product hemp. And the average in that area was minimum wage. Like most McDonald's workers there are making somewhere between $8 and $10 an hour, 12 if you're lucky. My base employees just for trimming, I started at 12 or 13. My base employees for horticulture work, I started at 15. And that area, that is really good pay because the cost of living is super, super low there. Now, for instance, if I was in California, there's no fucking way anyone would even work for that pay. But at the same time, the other facilities in that area were paying their trimmers, $10 an hour, and they're paying their cultivators 12 or 13. So call it what you want. They are correct in saying that the average base rate grower is somewhere between 13 and 16, depending where you're at in the country. Higher cost of living cities, it's more like between 16 and 20. But somewhere in that range, 12 to 20, depending on the cost of living of your area, is about correct for entry level. It's not great pay. Getting into horticulture entry level is not great pay. It can get you by, it can pay some bare minimum bills, but you're not getting rich. You're using that job for experience and a stepping stone, and also the benefit of knowing that you're doing something good with your life. You're growing a plant that's helping people ultimately. Even if the business you're working for is shitty, the product can and will help people. You can always keep that in mind.
Oh no, for sure. It's like, all right, you go to McDonald's and 9 times out of 10 they probably gonna mess your food up, They're just there though. They ain't worried about what the receipt says and how to make the burger. They just want their paycheck. Is it time to leave yet? Is it break time, lunchtime? What time? It's like, know.
And in my opinion, in cannabis, you get some of that. You get some employees that are just there for the paycheck. You get some employees that are just there for the passion. And realistically, you want an employee that's kind of in the middle. You want an employee that knows it's a business and has the aspiration to make sure it maintains being a successful and profitable business, while at the same time having passion about the product you're growing, knowing that it's going to help people. So that's kind of the ultimate and the best situation you can have for an employee. But yeah, in every aspect of it, hiring for commercial cultivation, you're going to run into both. You will definitely run into people that only want it for a paycheck. And that is what it is,
That's sorry. So you're like, they're trimming. If they cut half a butt off, oh well. They leave more leaf on, oh well. They're not smoking it. At the end of the day, like construction, they say, oh, I can't see it from my house.
Yeah, and honestly, that's one of the hardest part in managing these cultivations is finding the proper mid-level employees that will keep the correct quality assurance, right? So you need to be able to find these supervisors that have amazing passion about the quality, so that way they can maintain the team's standard of quality. And that's one of the hardest parts with hiring. Like, I'm not an HR person. Again, I'm a plant person. I've been in management positions to where I've learned a little bit about managing people. I'm still not great at it. Again, I mainly take the employee side of it, so I can be a little inefficient when it comes to how businesses can run economically. But I tend to think of it more as taking the moral road of appreciating my employees. So a little bit different thought process, but when you get into actual business, it's not about people's feelings, it's about money. And this is a business with a high value crop, one of the highest value crops you can grow in the horticulture industry. So.
Oh, for sure. It's just a dog eat dog world out there, It's like they say, I can't see it from my house. It's like they say, oh well, I ain't smoking that, and you won't see that in my house. And it's like that ain't. It's all about the money, and if they had this SOP, that's really what they need, SOP, and like you said, management to stick by that standard operating procedure. It's over with.
Yeah, and you're right. That's a big part of it. Once you have a proper SOP, but it really that's only like a third of it, right? A third of it is having the right operational plan to make sure your business can run successfully and profitably. A third of it is having the right people in place to implement that plan. No matter how well SOP is wrote, that's great, but if the employees don't understand the nuances of the SOP, if they don't understand the basics of, how to search for pests, of diagnosing nutrient deficiencies, and all the things you need a cultivator to pay attention to, then no matter how good the SOP is, they're still going to grow crap, right? So you need the SOP, you need the implementation and employees, right? And then the third thing you need is sales. All businesses got to make money. And if you're growing 100 pounds of weed and no one's buying the shit, your business will not be running too long. So you got to have someone, no matter how much I hate to say it, you got to have someone that knows what the hell they're doing in sales and has a built up set of connections to be able to distribute that product. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You don't want just one distributor. You don't want more than, say, 30% of your product going to one avenue out, because if that avenue ever screws up, now 30% of your revenue is gone for your business until you find a new path. So, again, it's about minimizing liabilities, whether you're on the sales side of things or the horticulture side of things. So, yeah, it's definitely a lot about SOP, but it's not entirely about SOP. It's about the implementation and the sales strategy as well as the SOP.
Right. No, I mean, you're absolutely right. You see, back in the days, it's like all the knowledge that we share, or like we make a lot of experienced growers use this platform here. Like willingly, I want them to share their experience and their knowledge. Back in the day, there was a lot of gatekeeping. Even facilities or underground facilities back in the day, they didn't share shit. If they did, it's because they were boys, you know what I mean? But other than that...
Yes. And honestly, some of the guys that were sharing shit, they're the legends today, if you look at it, man. Look at the guys that were sharing, the Jorge Cervantes, the Ed Rosenthal's, the Subcool, man. Rest in... Like, those were the guys that are now legends, because in the time of 100% prohibition, they were the ones sharing. So think about it that way, man. The few that did not gatekeep are the ones we actually respect. Yeah, how do you want your legacy to be?
Encourage.
I choose to share.
That's it. I was about to say. I said it right before you come up, actually. I say it too much. 5 minutes or 2 minutes of your time, you might drop 4 sentences, 5 maybe. That's going to save a grower 10 months to a year of struggling. Maybe longer. Who knows? I've heard growers go on a 4-year just failing. And it's like they weren't steered in the right direction. And if I physically seen someone or physically went through that experience and see somebody the next day or the next year or down the road going through the same thing, I'm not gonna let them fail, even if I don't really fuck with them. What's like I said, what's fucking 2 minutes of your life to help somebody out in their growth for 8 months? What up, Mike? 420 thing.
What up?
No, that's what we do here, man. Growers helping growers become better growers, making the knowledge available for everybody to do well. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's the way it should be, man. And want to see something crazy? This last project I had at work I'm working on, I actually have to go into and do a speech in a kindergarten class about hydroponics tomorrow. So I was looking for some coloring pages for kids' hydroponics. Should be fun, though. I'm going to bring one of these little mini hydroponic machines I got with me to demonstrate for the kids. I got them some pencils. I got them some stickers we can give out. And I'm going to use a pH indicator. I do a little thing with the pH indicator that the kids usually like, so I can explain acidic and alkaline. And what I'll do is I'll take the indicator, right, and I'll fill up the tube with water, and then I'll put a couple drops of pH up in it, and then I'll put the indicator in there and show the kids, and it'll turn bright blue, like neon blue from being above 10 pH, right? And the kids are like, ooh, that's cool. Well, then I'll take the pH down and just put 2 or 3 drops in the tube while the indicator's already in there. And you can watch it swirl from the bright blue into the bright red as it drops in acidity. And it helps give them that like visual indicator so they can see the science experiment that's going on. So I'm going to do that with them. And I'm going to bring probably this machine over here. And I'm going to have them smell some of this lemon balm because it smells really awesome like lemon. Part of the mint family. And I got some basil in here, some marigolds. So that's what I'm doing. Just thought that would be interesting for y'all. I'm going to go be nice to kids in the morning.
Hell yeah. No, mad respect, man. Fuck yeah. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. Yeah. Look, and then like we were talking about earlier, I wish I had that when I was coming up. Or I wish there was people speaking so freely of cannabis. You know. What's up, Hazy? Yeah, Soki, I guess we could do one in a bit. Cheers, bro. But yeah, like I said though, bro, I fucking how old was I?
You
35
came,
now. 32. Yeah, he was out there, I believe.
yeah, you came to the house, with everybody that night at our house in Vegas. I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I knew he looked familiar. I remember he looked familiar from somewhere.
Yeah, dude, I was hanging out with a bunch of the current YouTubers and stuff over at that the house you guys all had set up, and then we all went down to Fremont Street and fucked off. It was a good time, bro. I remember seeing you there. Hey, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, that was Friday or Thursday.
Yeah.
I lost that night.
Wow, it was one of the days, man. Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was invited into the house by Blazing Arizona. He used to watch a lot of my content and was a big fan of mine. So when he was coming into town, he got a hold of me and was like, "Hey, we're all hanging out at an Airbnb doing a bunch of stuff, bunch of content creators." I was like, "Well, my content's kind of dead. I haven't updated it in years, but I still got big publicity. Fuck it, I'm gonna go hang out with everybody." And that's kind of how I ended up over there.
Fuck yeah, I would have met you. I got to catch a flight back. I was kicking it with him during BizCon and all. Fuck yeah, though. Yo, shout out to Blazing too. He's definitely a real one.
Yeah, dude. He's been cool as fuck, man. I've known him for like a decade plus as an acquaintance, obviously, from him following my grows. And he used to come up from Arizona to Vegas, and I'd meet up with him and smoke him out and shit. So, you know, he's been a good acquaintance for quite a few years now, and he's an awesome dude. So, yeah, shout out to Blazing.
He pulled up on me right before my flight. It's really cool of him to come smoke with me before I caught the plane. So yeah, huge shout out to Blazing Arizona. I haven't talked to him in a bit, but I hope everything's been well. What's up? It's what's Hazy, Susan, Scrotter, Panero Tree. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, man. And back to the encouragement for the kids, man. There should be more of that, because if you would have said anything about, I mean, even if they're getting into vegetables like that tower thing, or like showing them that if they feed unhealthy water or bad water, what it does to their plants, they're not going to be able to eat. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It is. That stuff with the kids is important. One more fun part with the kids, though, man. It's really funny for me sometimes because I also help administer a high school hydrofarm program where we have 5 production units, and I'm in the process of building curriculum for it and all sorts of shit. And we're trying to get it to meet standards and testing. It's a lot of work, and I'm working with curriculum writers and grant writers and all sorts of people to make sure it happens. But one of the funnest things about that is when I go into the high schools and talk to the kids, you can see it click in some of the older kids that have already smoked weed and shit as they're looking at these systems. They'll come up to me every once in a while like, "So these things grow lettuce and everything, right? We can grow other plants, right?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, what kind of other plants are you talking about?" They start looking around. I said, "Look, come back to me when you're 18 with a medical card or 21, and I have all sorts of advice for you. In the short term, all I can tell you, being that you're a high school student, is hydroponics plants grow very much the same no matter what fruiting or flowering plant you put in there. So I would highly recommend paying attention and learning what's going on in these systems." And then all of a sudden, these high schoolers that might have been a little bit of troublemakers realize this is direct knowledge into something they might be interested in, and they get a little better engagement out of the kids that way. So,
fuck yeah. And not only that, like, think about when you introduce it to the kids in schools or a class or whatever, and those kids weren't really like interested in the gardening or whatever, right? Maybe one of their parents might be a green thumb gardener, whole backyard might be lit up. They ain't never been interested, but after that class, Now they have something to go bond with their parents and they're interested in doing. You know what I mean? Not only that, like you said, it keeps them from getting in trouble. 110%. It'll teach them a lot about patience. So
Yes,
you know,
it does. Patience, process, get to learn a little bit about living biology or botany, the biology of plants. You get to, there's a lot of important things that the kids can learn from a hydroponic system once they're interested in the system. If they're just looking at it from an overview, like, oh, that grows plants, cool, a lot of kids don't really care. But if you get a kid that likes engineering and you show them about the fluid dynamics of how some of these hydro systems work, now they're hooked. You get a kid that's really likes flowers but doesn't care about lettuce and veggies and herbs and stuff like that. You might want to, explain to them about hydroponic greenhouse growing for chrysanthemum starts and things like that. And now they have something that triggers their interest to what you're doing in class, so that's the type of things I'm doing nowadays. Not as much growing weed. I'm more focused on how can I get these kids interested in plants. So,
I mean, that's it, man. They need more of it. Keep on keeping them. You know what I mean? Mad respect, man. And like it intrigues me because like the algorithm and not algorithm. What's it called? YouTube Studio. It's called
analytics.
Thank you. Analytics tells you your age bracket, right? Who watches your channel. 18 to like 22 or whatever is like real low. 0 to 17, 0.
Yep.
It's like no young viewers. None of them. Not even a rando. None of them.
No, it's very rare, but that's also the type of content we're in, where it's still a federally illegal substance, and there still is some stigmas around it socially in some circles. So a lot of people are not okay with kids watching our content, and realistically, I'm fine with that too. It doesn't matter as much to me. What I found on my analytics, especially from some years ago when I was active on YouTube, was majority of my users were in the 25 to 35 age bracket, somewhere in there, and then a good amount from like 35 to 45 or whatever. But that's the majority of the viewers were men in their mid to late 20s and early 30s in my demographics. Also, I thought was interesting in my analytics from some years ago, there's a high percentage of international viewers. There's a lot of people that like cannabis from all over the world. Out of all the 10, 15 million views, whatever my channel has, I want to say like 60% is from the US, but damn near 40% of it was international viewers, a lot from the UK. I think it's because I was doing indoor small closet growing, and UK living areas are usually small. Also, it's not legal from my understanding to grow in the UK. So they do a lot of like 1 meter by 1 meter closet grows with 600 watt HPSs and stuff. So my content was perfect for those guys.
Started, bro. Holy shit. This is deja vu. So I already know. I'm going to show my grow here in a second. But I'm not going to say no names, but dude, there's growers that do 12-12 from seed. Whole room, 12-12 from seed, no veg. Turn and burn. It's high prohibition over there. So
actually, I was talking to Ed Rosenthal at an event in North Carolina a couple years ago, and I was showing him my commercial grow. And honestly, that's the advice he's been giving to commercial cultivators lately, is find strains that have a little bit longer stretch to them, get them things rooted as decent sized clones, and then just stack make your grow, give it like 100 square inches per plant. So less than 1 foot by 1 foot per plant. So they're just scrogged all next to each other, and just go right from rooted clone, from 2-week-old clone. And that's what he's been recommending for commercial cultivation. The SOPs I had wrote and built out some years ago don't do that. I usually do anywhere from a 2 to 3 week veg, depending on the speed and growth of the plant. But teach their own, different styles for different situations. So yeah, even some commercial cultivators recommend that at some points. And like I said, I got that advice directly from Ed Rosenthal, who's obviously getting elderly now, but well respected for commercial cultivation. So,
oh yeah, I mean, and look, to each his own. Like, but I've seen, like, all right, for instance, the plants that I've seen doing the 12-12, they were about 3 foot. They were about 2.5 to bushy, wide, short, bushy. If I had 4 of those in my 3x3, that's a nice flower run. If I had 4 of them in a fucking 4x4, that's a decent flower run.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna get no like you're not gonna get colas, you know what I mean? But
no, I look at it as you have an available volume of area that you can flower in, and I want my healthiest buds and products to be within that range with enough depth of product to fill that. So I'm not looking at it as I have a 5x5 area I'm flowering. I look at it as I have a 5x5 by 18-inch deep area I'm flowering, or 5x5 by 24-inch deep area I'm flowering, depending on my light penetration and intensity. So I'm looking at the volume of that and how many node sites I can fit in that area, if that makes sense. Because you go too deep in that area, now you don't have the light intensity and you're growing fluffy crap that's only useful for extraction purposes. But if you don't have a canopy with nodes filling at least 20, 24 inches, then you're never going to get your maximum harvest either. So I usually look for 9 inches of clearance above the bottom of my pot to the bottom of my lollipop, 24 inches from there to the top of my plant, no longer than 30 inches though, because 30 inches deep of canopy with only overhead lighting, you're just never going to get those lowers to fill out unless you don't have thick enough, unless you have a really thin canopy, at which time you're still not going to get your yield. So it's a balancing act based on your genetic stretch, quite honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely been growing a lot longer than I have. I feel like I don't have my tape. It's right there too. Say 14. What did you say from the pot to the net?
Again, like you said at the start of this episode, there's a million different ways to grow this plant. All of them can be correct. How I grew the plant commercially, I would grow between a 2 and 3 week veg, depending on the stretch. My more sativa and bigger stretching plants, more of a 2 week veg. My indica and slower stretching or shorter stretching plants, more like a 3 week veg. And then when I go into flower, I would lollipop on like day 2 or 3 of flower. I would just lollipop like the bottom 3 or 4 inches of the plant, get rid of some of that scraggly crap in the bottom, also thin out a few leaves, let that stretch about 10 to 14, really between day 10 and 18, depending on the length of stretch of the genetic. I would then lollipop to about 9 inches above the pot. So I have anywhere from say 9 or 10 inches below my lowest buds to the pot. So that way I have proper under canopy airflow. From my lowest buds though, I then want to have about 24 inches to the very top of the top coals. And I want to fill that volume of space with as many node sites as I can. Does that make sense? So I'm not looking at it as I have a plant that's covering a 2x2 area, because sometimes you have a plant that covers a 2x2 area at the top of the canopy, but it's only covering, a 1x1 area in the middle of that 2x2, 24 inches down in the canopy. In that situation, you might want to train your plant slightly differently so you have more lower nodes to fill out that for that entire volume of grow space. With that being said, I've been rambling your entire show right now. I want to see your plants. Let's look at some weed plants, bro.
Is that hydroponically though? With your facility?
Yeah, yes, it was. It was rock wool drip is what it was.
For sure. All right, 1 second. We got 80 growers in here, man. Well, we did. Y'all hit that like button. Mike, I'll get you next, brother. I see you probably walked over there. All right, so this is day 18. This is the pink lemonade cross Fruity Pebbles OG. And I know that DU here. I'll turn that off for a second. There is that your 20 inches? Does that work?
Yeah, you're pretty close, man. Honestly, that's a really nice canopy. I would expect that to yield out pretty decently.
Oh, for
So,
sure. It's gonna be
yeah, that's similar sizing to the plants I was running, but I was using 6-inch hydro blocks. I mean, those plants might be a hair bigger, but the canopy size, the upper part of the plant's the same. You lollipopped a little higher than what I normally do, but again, I vegged a little smaller plant. But your the volume space you filled of your canopy is beautiful, and that's how you maximize yield per crop. So I'm willing to bet you're going to pull a pretty good fucking, pretty good weight out of that run.
Yeah, we're playing with this whole. When you said 24 inches, that's why I wanted you to reiterate, because I've been trying to play with how to get these colas up from the net up, and I'm hearing. Let them grow. Put the net, but don't flip just then. Let them grow like 10 inches. Then flip or strip. Wait a couple days, then flip.
Yeah, I like to strip right after I flip, but yes. Either way, yeah, you're 100% right. I usually like to do a minor lollipop and light leaf defoliation around day 3. And then, like I said, I go back again before it finishes its stretch, but close to the end of it. So if the particular genetic has a 21-day stretch, I'll come back between day 16 and 18 and strip it. If it's like a really short, squat, fast stretching indica that only has a 12-day stretch, then I'll strip it on like day 10. You know what I mean? I want to get it while the plant's still stretching before it's fully focused on making buds, but when the plant's close to its full size, that way I can make sure I have that 24 inches with correct light penetration. So that's timing that strip is important, because if you do it too late, then you're going to stress the plant when it's trying to grow buds and end up with smaller buds in the process. And if you do it too early, then your canopy is going to grow with so much leaf mass that it's like you didn't strip it at all. So the timing of that based on your genetic stretch is super important.
Amen, bro. Amen. I'll be preaching that shit, because I just started learning this shit not too long ago. Look, if anybody wants to soak this shit up while I'm fucking showing what I'm learning and discovering, soak it up, man. It's working.
100%. That's exactly how my YouTube channel started, man. I didn't start off as a horticulture professional. I started off as a pothead that wanted to grow good weed. And the more I learned about it, the more I taught everyone on my channel what I was learning. And then I eventually went to school and got some schooling in horticulture. And now I am a legitimate horticulturalist that works professionally in the industry. But when I started my YouTube channel, I was not. I was a pothead learning to grow good weed. And when I learned things, I just shared it. That's what got me popular in the first place. I didn't try to build a business. I didn't try to build a brand. I was just trying to be a nice guy, sharing my grow and sharing my knowledge. And that's what got me in the first place.
All right. A pound? Hey, that's Cola City was the last pound that I had. So I've gotten a pound out of there. And I've really been chasing that strategy again. So I went back through a lot of videos and I realized that I was a little over vegged. So instead of over vegging, you just put the net up sooner and you get them trained out and let them come up through the net. So this is Chad Westport's No Jokes. It's Kool-Aid Man across Westport grape juice, I believe.
That's awesome, dude. I've been my buddy out here, Ty, Loyal Ty Gardens, Loyal Ty. He's a good friend of mine personally, like an actual personal close friend, and he's been growing a bunch of Westport's Chud, and that stuff is a phenomenal hash strain, dude. He's been making this fucking like 5-star hash out of that shit that is just so phenomenally melty. I love that shit. I need to
Man,
go see Ty. That's what I need to do. I need some of that hash.
Hell yeah. Dude, I can't wait. I've seen so many growers, well, not so many, but quite a few growers grow this strain out and just did such a remarkable job. Like, and I shit you not, bro, like just a couple days ago, I stripped those leaves. All these big leaves were not there. All those leaves, not there. So I did that. What? I'm looking at my calendar right there. Man, maybe like 8 days ago, I stripped this whole tent and I took clones. So I took 3 clones from each pheno. We got some seeds in there. So yeah, I labeled them pheno 1 through 3. And
Awesome, dude. I hope you get some fire. I'm gonna put in my prediction right now with knowing absolutely nothing. I'm gonna say pheno 3 is gonna be your winner. Let me know in the future.
Hell yeah, that's pheno 3. Pheno 2 is gonna be brought this weekend. I'm gonna have to figure out my self-watering basins, how to set it up with just 3 pots. So I don't run my runoff all over the floor. I got to get that basin in the middle there. But I want to take that one, it looks like the biggest one, and put it in the middle. Put it in the middle up front and get these clones. I was going to try and get these clones up in a big pot and try and catch them up, but there's no way. No way. I got some more clones that are Fruity Pebbles down there too. I haven't really done much. We'll take a look here. Let's check these roots out real quick. Can y'all see that cup? Here, let's just do this.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, you got some nice roots on there, man. Some nice little wishbone roots coming off them bastards. Ready to be transplanted.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just holding them back. I haven't done anything with them. We need to get something figured out. Maybe set that 4x4 up, get it operational with some different strains. But yeah, we got to keep the Fruity Pebbles around, the pink lemonade. We got the no jokes, and that's probably gonna be the one swapping out. We're probably gonna end up keeping the no joke around for a minute. But yeah, that's what I got, man. 420 things fell. Drop down. But yeah, that's we got the clones. I'm ready for those. Hopefully all of those take root and all. I mean, they ain't wilted or dropped over, so far so good.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, I think I'm going to drop off your stream now. Let some other people on here to go show what they have going on. I'll probably still be following on along and watching via YouTube. Might interact with some of the live comments down there, but I need to get out of my work and driving home, so I need to get off this stream. But hey, dude, I loved coming on. I love sharing my knowledge and expressing some of my experiences, and I'm glad I was able to do that on your show and to some of your viewers. So much love, everybody. Thank you for being here. Make sure you drop that fucking thumbs up button. This guy deserves it. All right. All right, y'all. Peace.
Seeing you, brother. Have a blessed night, man. Thank you.
Yep,
for
you
coming.
too.
Always welcome here, bro. Fuck yeah. That was awesome, man. Shout out to y'all ain't subbed up. Y'all need to go sub up. Check them out. Hell yeah. Much respect, NP. Thank you for coming up and kicking it for the last hour with me. 1075. Let's see. Bootleg Buds. Mr. Canix in the house. Let's see here. Who else did I miss? What up, Ganix? I haven't seen you in a minute, brother. Who else we got? Operation, have a good night. Cheers, chat. I haven't seen chat in a minute, so 420 things, brother. I didn't know you were leaving. Oh, fuck. Lights went out. I wish you would have told me that, brother. I would have definitely let you go first. Damn. Cheers, Smoking Novi. Where y'all at? We got 75 growers in here, man. Y'all come on up. Let's see these growers. My apologies, Mike. Damn, that sucks. What up, Dad Marino? Yeah, huge shout out to MB. What up, Chronic? Chronic, are you there? Where are these gardens at, y'all? There he is.
Okay, I can hear you now.
What up, Chronic?
What's up, Levelz?
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
What we got?
In the back row, we've got Dank Cakes by What's Up Buds. And in the front row, we've got Pure Kush by Space Coyote.
Hell yeah. Which one's the Pure Kush? In the back?
No, the front row.
Hell yeah. And all those are in veg?
Roger that. This one was I top.
Was that the biggest one?
Yeah. Aside from the male that I already yanked. Well, yeah, let's see, I had the dank cakes. Dank cakes sprouted on March 20th. And the Pure Kush sprouted on March 30th.
Fuck yeah. What are you feeding those? Oh, yeah, you're on diet. Soil, right?
Yeah, I haven't fed it anything yet. I've just been using the 3.0. You can pretty much use water only with that, but...
What's up, Hook?
So I haven't had to...
Boss, good to see you.
Hell yeah, cheers, brother.
I'll just let this guy talk before I jump in. I'll say g'day in a minute. Enjoying the show, man. Great work.
What up, Chronic?
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. I'll just let this guy talk before I jump in. I'll say g'day in a minute. Enjoying the show, man. Great work.
Cheers.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, brother. Cheers to everybody in the chat, too. Sorry, I was typing in chat. So what's your plan, Chronic? What you gonna do with these?
I'm just probably gonna end up picking the best one, which is probably gonna be the one, you know, that I topped. That one's probably been growing the best so far. So I'll probably just take that one, keep that one only.
These are all the same genetics. They look pretty closely related.
No, we've got Dank Cakes in the back by What's Up Buds.
Yep.
And we've got Pure Kush in the front by Space Coyote.
So the front row and back row are different, but the same,
Yeah.
either and either. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Unless the one you top turns out to be a male. Are they feminized?
So far I've only plucked one male, and it was of the Dank Cakes in the back there. It was taller. It was the tallest one. It was already, flowering. We thought they all were going into flower, but it was just that one, and it was a male.
I find, in my experience, when you bunch of plants like this together, you'll find the males sometimes, and it's always the one you choose first. It's like because they grow so vigorously at first, the males, and it's really annoying when it finds out it's a male. But what I find is the males are always growing, in particular a batch like this, above the females. It's like they're naturally designed to grow above, and taller, which is annoying because it's always good when you get a pheno or morphology that's a female and it grows tall, a lot taller than the males, because we're always choosing, though, personally, I'm always trying to choose the biggest, most vigorous plant. And if you commit to it, it's and then you find out it turns. It's a hard thing to accept, but it's a great journey. It's a good journey, experiencing finding out the hard way.
Yeah, it's my first time growing regs, so it's been fun.
Fuck yeah. So when what's gonna be their final size pots?
I haven't decided if I'm gonna do a pod or put it in the ground. Yeah, I haven't decided yet on that. Because I just wasn't sure if they were gonna flower early, since I started them kind of early.
Got soul, brother. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. What up, soul?
What up, dog? Can you hear me?
Hell yeah. Look at that garden.
How you doing today, dog?
Oh shit. Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. Looking at the plants, bro. Those pure cushions by Space about to go crazy. The ones that Chronic showing what's the back row again?
The dank cakes.
Dank Cakes. Those are gonna go crazy too. I couldn't hear them at first.
Yeah, that's what's up, Buds?
Oh, lit. What's the cross on the Dank Cakes?
Dank cakes is blueberry pancakes cross to East Coast sour diesel cross to oil spill, back cross to oil spill.
That's fire. Already fire. I've been asking everybody for blueberry pancakes. I still haven't had it, but it just sounds super fire.
Yeah, I haven't had it either, but it does. And I've seen many people grow that blueberry pancakes from Humboldt.
Yeah. Everybody say it smells like maple syrup and blueberries.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
With like a back tone on like the fruit side too, though.
Yeah.
Not like a sweet fruit, kind of like a blackberry or a blueberry tart.
Oh no, I'm trying to try that shit. I think I was talking to Kratos. I think he has blueberry pancakes right now. He's about to run.
Fuck yeah. I haven't seen Kratos in a couple of days. Shout out to Kratos.
Shout out young Kratos.
I know he chopped down the autos.
I didn't know that.
Chronic, yeah. Fuck yeah. I've seen him chop down one. I think he's still starting on the next one. But by now, that was like 4 days ago. So by now, he should have harvested all of them, I think. Don't quote me on that. What's that white thing on that leaf right there, Chronic?
It's a perlite. You call them. Oh, what is that? It's a little spotty.
Yeah, a little bleach spot.
There was probably some water on it, and the sun hit it.
Yeah.
I've been keeping them
Hey, Chronic.
in the
Chronic.
shade, so those should be doing better moving forward.
They look fire.
Yeah.
Do you normally keep them on the bench, or you did that for showcasing?
No, this is just for show and tell. I normally keep them under the tree over there in the shade. Yeah,
All natural.
yeah. Just trying to keep them alive.
How hot has it been getting out there?
Today it got up to 93.
Jesus fucking
Yeah, I'm about
Christ.
to say.
With humidity like what though?
No humidity.
With 12% humidity.
There you go. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's like 40% humidity or something.
Yeah, so I just been keeping them in the shade and spraying them down.
Damn, so
This one right here, bro. This was a unexpected strain too. It's called.
hey, Connie, we're gonna put Soul up real quick.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks,
good to see you, Chronic.
Yeah, Crown, you ain't gotta go nowhere. I was just saying.
It's Purple
that's-
Chef. It's a it's a Oreos cross to Marshmallow Moon, whatever that is. But this shit smells fire, bro. It was like just one of those random packs I didn't expect to show out, and it fucking smells crazy. Yeah, let me see a couple other things. This is a Cali Connection pre 98 Bubba. All these are in 1 gallons, so they're going to be a bit small. They're
You're still getting the yield.
into.
You
What was
still
that?
got the yield, even though you've got them small. You've managed to get massive yield at such a small base. It's amazing. This grow is it's all
Dude,
green. I love it. It's really clever.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Impressive.
you.
25 strains in there, right?
That's some
now
crazy shit. Sorry.
No, yeah. Levels was right. Right now there's 25 strains, but there's 60 pots. So let me see if I could. It's a little dirty. I just watered the other day. Soil. But there's I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 across there and back. I'll show you guys this other side.
Let's
That whole
go.
side, when I walk over there, these are my clones. Everything on the left side is stuff I just popped from seed. Running under the Evil 8. Don't mind the city kids screaming outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the chopped cherry from Coco Indoors.
Let's
This
go.
is fucking beautiful. I keep everything clean at the bottoms. So hold on, let me show you guys a little bit better so
Right.
it doesn't look all junky.
Canopy management.
Right when you go down there, there's airflow, but right up under this level, it's just straight clean, everything. You can see from
Fuck
one
yeah.
side of the tent to the
Hell yeah. Canopy
So-
management, man.
Trying to get them big. The only thing I have in the 3 gallon is a Trico Jordan from B-League.
That's
It kinda
why
got
it's so big.
fucking huge, yeah. And I popped this later than everything. Remember on the Discord, I popped it just because I was trying to make sure I got AG a cut, and this shit fucking blew up. Some 9
Damn.
lions right here. It's the lemon straws from Sea Junkie. I want to show. This one's
And
fucking
how long is
beautiful.
How long is the veg typically?
So these ones were vegged about, I'll say, be honest and say 5 weeks, if I'm gonna be real, from seed.
Really?
Yeah, these are a week in the flowers. So all this top stuff right here, this is a stretch. So they're probably I had the light super close the whole grow, like here. And since I flipped them, I raised the light all the way to the top so they just start fucking reaching. And then probably about 4 or 5 weeks in the flower, I'm gonna bring the light right, like probably like a half a foot above them so they start chunking out. Right now I want them to get hella long so they can get like those ladder type nugs.
Carol in chat was asking, do you fertilize?
Do I fertilize? Um,
You're organics, huh?
Let me see. Yeah, they're organic. I want to show you guys kind of what I use.
Let's go. Oh yeah.
So
Thank you for coming up and showing all this. So your garden's fucking
yeah,
banging.
bro. Just want to tap in with you.
Yeah, your garden's on fire.
Mendocino honey. This is what I use. I'm just started introducing this. And flour, it's natural sugars. It says natural sweet molasses. I know it's backwards, but this stuff right here, Tundra. It's got the Mendocino honey on it, but Tundra is by Impello Science. They make stuff for beneficial bacteria, and I use this all the way throughout veg and a whole cycle. And pretty much one other thing, and that's this High Shield right here. You look up High Shield, it's pretty much the same thing as Hydro Shield or whatever they call it, Hydrozyme. Same shit. That's my three ingredients right now. Yeah, just want to show some of my girls. Hold on, there's some new breeders I want to give a little light. Right here, we got some Tinos. This Banana OG across the green crack. It's fucking smelling crazy and growing big, but got a bunch of 808 genetics, bro. 808 went crazy. You know Z-Mex though. Z-Mex put us on the 808 mostly. There's Corpse Flower right here. I got a Gorilla Hash Breath in here. And a couple other things from 808. It's the Corpse Flower as well. But what's gonna be a problem is at the end of this flower run, I have if you look on my Instagram, I have pollen that I've been collecting from my males in another room. And basically I'm gonna, pollinate certain strains with the paintbrush and kind of keep it to where I know what's going on instead of pollinating the whole fucking room and don't have any weed to smoke.
Bro, that's gonna be risky.
Yeah. Last run I ruined everything and had I didn't have no weed to smoke without having shake. I had to get all my seeds out.
I got 2 pounds of it now to seed. I'm fine. Now, I had this small ABC plant in the yard that I was trying to, a male. I only had one male, but the chickens went over to it and they started digging around it and fluffed all the pollen up. And the pollen went around my yard and pollinated 2 of my big plants. So, and they were both 2 pounders.
So how often are you feeding?
What'd you say?
How often are you feeding them? Yeah, I can get you off full screen.
Every 2 days. Every 2 days I'm giving every 2 days, it looks crazy as hell, but every 2 days I'm giving them this, and every 1 gallon will take about 2 lines, and I would say that's about fucking a liter or 2, and each gallon every 2 days. Maybe every day now that they're in flower, they're thirsty as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not that hard really. It just takes about an hour of feeding. Just go from gallon to gallon. I have them all in rows, just kind of
So you
clean.
got 4 or 5 in each row.
Yeah, there's 4 or 5 in each row and 12 across.
12? I thought it was 13.
I don't know. It might be 13.
Oh, yeah, I thought.
Depends what'll fit, dog.
No, hey, since I last seen them, which is only like a week, but they blowing up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
I started taking more care of them. I was low-key slacking on my grow, bro. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, added a little more airflow. Started paying attention to my temperatures and stuff, and
what percentage you running your lights and all?
Right now it's a little high. Nah, it's 81 Fahrenheit and 62 humidity. So it's like it's hot, but it's still cool enough to not get no PM.
No, not your temps. Your percentage on
Oh, the lights? 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave them at 5, maybe 6 to end. I started these and ran them at 2 or 3 the whole run, bro. Dead
So
ass.
you're not gonna go up by day 21 to 100?
No, that's too high. These are
Whoa.
2,000 watt lights. That'll be 2,000 watts in here.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now you say that. All right. I'll
It'll be,
backtrack. What about
yeah.
like? All right. You said 50. That's about right.
It's pretty crazy. But
That's
I'm learning. I gotta figure out the lights and shit with my area. Appreciate you though, dog. Honestly, last round I didn't clean up the bottoms as much. And watching you guys preach about that, them jokes about that, I was like, yeah, you're right, bro.
And not only that, you don't fight this shit. Like I was saying, well, on my latest video, I was just saying it earlier when I was recording it. You don't clean up the bottoms, bro. I don't want to water that shit because you're dropping liquid all on leaves, you know.
And I do that every time. I think it's just nobody wants to. One, I feel like the people don't strip up the bottoms haven't figured out cloning yet. Because if you don't strip out the bottoms, you like scared to like lose some shit.
Yep.
But if you're good at cloning, strip them down and throw them in the fucking root riot.
Yeah, it's over.
And you're good to
The
go.
roots I had, I'll stick them straight in a glass of water.
Yeah. And that'll last for as long as you want until you're trying to move them over.
I'm telling you. They can
And at the end of
their-
the day, you have to smoke it, don't you? At the end of the day, you've got to smoke it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, well, you don't, if you smoke it. And I said to I've got a guy that I get advice from, old man. And I asked him why, because I always had that shit down the bottom. I was stubborn. I wasn't learning. And I said, so why have I always got this at the end of my ounce or pound? And he said, because you grow it. Because you grow it. And if you grow it, you've got to smoke it. So that's why you just cut that shit off down the bottom. Because otherwise, you're either wasting it or smoking.
Well, not only that, bugs hang out down there. There might be a leaf that dies off in the middle of the buds and starts
I gotta.
folding, cause mold to spread inside the
Have
bud.
you ever had your plants sweaty from the stuff in the middle?
2 leaves just touching each other, and when you move the leaves, they got sweat on them.
Yeah, condensation. That shit's for
You
sure
get
number
that a
one.
lot, and your humidity and shit ain't in check. You can get PM from that, and that's the best thing too beneficial about stripping your leaves.
Especially when you got a lot of plants. I feel like it's manageable, but people tell people not to do it only because airflow. People, like you said, some people either don't want to listen or they don't understand airflow.
Yeah, you gotta have that. I mean, if you want to fight bugs and PM, GEOW, be my guest. Especially if you can't control your environment. Now, if you can control it and you got 10 grand to go throw at it, and you can do that, more power to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
more power.
crazy. Well, hell yeah! I just wanted to come show the plants a little bit, say what's up.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
step back, but I'm gonna be in the chat for sure.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for coming up,
Later,
man. Good to see you.
Hell yeah!
Man.
Later, Chronic Boom. Later, Hookstagram.
Fucking
Everybody
gross.
have a
Garden's
Well,
awesome.
that was quite useful, the way he used his area there with the pots. It's pretty clever.
Fuck yeah.
Not often you see that space utilized. He's utilized the whole space down the bottom. Is my sound a bit glitchy right now?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna rehash. I'm gonna read.
Cheers, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. We're about to roll up. Blunt 30, man. Blunt 30. Soul Brother. Y'all check out Soul Brother on Instagram, man. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. Thank you for coming up, Soul. Good to see you, bro. Your garden is El Fuego. Keep us posted, brother. Hell yeah.
How's that? Bit better?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that bloke he utilized his space quite well. I've often thought about growing a lot in smaller pots, like growing many more plants later in the season, so you don't have to grow one big plant.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I love seeing new ways to grow. When you think you know it all, right, and then you see, yeah, see stuff like that. I'm gonna let you go. It seems like my internet's fucking up. I don't know why. Fucking.
All right, Hook.
I just wanted to show my appreciations. I don't have a grow to show you, but I just wanted to show my respect and support to you personally, and I suppose better have a bong. And that's about it, man. Appreciate what you do, what you've done. Keep rolling. Never back down. When you know you're doing the right thing. All right, it's not always ups, but you are a leader. You are a leader in this community, and you've changed cannabis for the better. So at night when you rest your head, remember that. Remember that you're doing the cannabis goddess's work. Whatever the god or whatever the good work of cannabis is. You're seen around the world. That's all I wanted to really do, is just show you my appreciations for that.
That's it.
And I wanted to show you this nice little tiny flower, but that's all right. Wobble wobble.
No.
Never impressed. Oh, I don't want a big screener, but you know, we're our own worst critic. So I could have a flower that might be perfect to many, but I know that I didn't try. That means I know I could do better next year. With the flower there, for example, it's long.
Got to be better than the last.
Yeah, you outdo yourself from the grow before. And my disappointment in there was I focused on this one flower to try and get it ultimately perfect, but I didn't. For example, I don't use a lot of nutrients, and I didn't feed the plant. So I know that if I did better, if I tested pH, for example, right, this would change a great deal about. You know, my grow. So I'm always leaving room to grow, just to get a little bit better. So I know that I didn't perform the best on that,
Right.
but I did it intentionally. I did this purposely so that I could be better the next and leave room to grow. All right, I'm gonna have a quick moment.
You gotta encourage the next man. Make the knowledge available. Each grow got to be better than the last. Hell yeah. Cheers, y'all. Joint 30, blunt 30. Who's with me?
I'll do a bong hit. Why not? I don't do many blunts. I maybe smoked one joint total on YouTube since I've been in. And I'm almost up to my 1,000th stream. 1,000 streams. And all of those streams, I've maybe smoked one joint. It fucks me up. Like, it fucks me up. Joints just blow my mind. I'm scared of them. And when my mentor comes around, he makes me smoke his. Like, he's like, you have to smoke it. And then he gets the blunt tip out.
What up, y'all?
Nerd.
Just pop it on real quick. He's got a couple more weeks left of this pheno hunt right here. This little run for these 5. We got about 15, like 10 or 15, somewhere between there, that we're gonna all smoke, and we're gonna test them up here. If you're local, upstate New York, you can come and join the testing and try to help us pick which one of these are gonna be the best. Let's take a little look at these real quick.
Let's go. Wow.
They've been heavily stressed, but they're taking it pretty well. They took it pretty well. Even the lowers look pretty decent, so they look like they'll do work when we figure out which ones will be good. I was hoping to try to get a bubblegum flavor, some type of bubblegum, but I'm smelling a lot of fruities and things like that. They look pretty decent though. They veg for like a week and just straight flipped them, half-gallon pots. Started them out organics, tried to finishing them out pretty much synthetic. It's got some good structure to the buds and to the plants in general. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely some good stacking. Nice dense ass buds, frosty as hell. What you want to see, smell great.
Fuck yeah. That shit's incredible. Look at the fucking trichome production.
Yeah, some of them are frostier than others. I think this is the least frosty one right there, but I think that one smells good. This one's real purple. I figured they would be a lot more of them would be more purple, but get this phone to focus.
I can't believe they got some fucking popcorn, fucking not popcorn. I mean golf ball colas.
Yeah, these when I actually like whatever we pick and run these, probably end up picking a couple of them, and they'll actually probably out of all of them that are done this whole year, we'll probably end up picking probably around 10 that'll get ran, and then some will get taken out of the pack throughout the next year, and then some will probably get added. You know what I'm saying? So, but we plan to find at least 2 of these this year and try to cross them and go from there with the project. You know what I'm saying? Take the F2s from there. So I'll probably end up, you know what, Levelz? I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna probably end up sending you a couple of these right here, just for you to taste some of these and try out, see what we're messing with up here. You know what I'm saying? I really am, because I wanted to test out the run and make sure that, you know, it'll be a smooth, easy little run. These are easy seeds to run. So, and you definitely get some good tasting stuff. And I heard you were talking about the blueberry muffin or blueberry pancakes and all of that from Humboldt. Well, one of the mothers is a cross that we made from Humboldt blueberry muffins. So you'll get a little bit of that flavor in those berries and all of that in these for sure. So
let's go. Hell yeah. Appreciate that.
All right, y'all. Strip y'all plants, man. Peace out.
Man.
Be blessed. Spread the love, all right? Spread the knowledge, y'all. Peace and bless, all right, everyone?
Have a blessed night, brother.
Hold on.
Fuck yeah. Second.
Gotta keep growing.
That's it. Alright. Hell yeah, thank you for coming up, Herb Nerd. Y'all check out Herb Nerd on YouTube. The homie, man. Got his fire YouTube channel over there. Appreciate that, Herb Nerd. Looking forward to it, man. Hell yeah. You know I'm gonna give you a good review. Fuck yeah.
This bong is for you, and then I'm taking off, brother. On the level.
Yeah.
Mate,
Cheers,
power level above 9,000 base power, brother. You're kicking ass. Keep growing them up and fucking smoking them. You're on the path.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an honest review. I'll let you know if it's PTR weed. Cheers, Hook. Oh yeah, cheers, brother.
Yeah, that bloke who was just up, since I may give him advice, sometimes I don't respect myself, but were they his own grows? Were they his breeds? And so he's working on a project. I always encourage people, no matter the results, to continue to work on your progress, because sometimes, you know, it's not always going to be smooth sailing. You're not always going to get the plants that you want, but you know the genetics that are in there because you put them in. So keep moving forward, and those genetics will reappear. Sometimes you'll lose a look. So there's always genetics seen and unseen. All right. So you have to know what's unseen and know that that will come in the next offspring, because sometimes you'll end up with plants in the F2s, for example, or even 3s which really are disappointing. You know, but remember that unseen genetic in the plant is still there. So don't be discouraged by what we might see as a failure. Keep going forward to know, because you won't know until you test the genetics and the offspring of that. That's where you want to go. So keep breeding and keep growing if that's your thing, because eventually you will eventuate. You'll get what you want and you'll work it out. You'll work out the algorithms of the plant. All right, grow on. Levelz. Make sure you smash the thumbs up, everyone. Or as he says, headbutt it, stomp it all on the world.
Cheers, brother. Have a good night, man. Hell yeah. Let's see. Where these bros at, y'all? We got 69 thumbs up. Y'all smoke that like button. You're cool. I'm not cool. Let's go. All that green. Cheers. Bill Bushman, cheers. Did I miss anybody? All right. Moon Water, where you at, Moon? How you been, bro? Y'all hit that link, man. Let's see these bros. Where are these bros at? Y'all have any questions about your grow? Feel free to come on up. Don't be scared. Go. Herb Nerd, welcome back.
I forgot to tell you, have fun growing weed.
Herb Nerd, shit, back. What we got here? Another experiment, huh? Oh yeah, let's go. We got here another a plant inside of a plant. Let's go. Oh, yeah. So does the runoff just run down and water the other one?
I'd be throwing it in there.
Let's go.
If I had holes in it, yeah, it would, but it doesn't. I should put holes in it and it could, you're right. But it doesn't. I should put holes in it and it could, you're right. I need to trim it again. Oh, I need to turn my volume over here down. I need to trim it again. I need to turn my volume over here down. All right, somebody else get up in here and show some plants.
My bad, brother. I was just.
I want to see something.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to get all quiet on you.
No, you straight.
My bad, brother. Cheers, Jay Patrick. Yeah. What's the strains there? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, well, the big one right here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the big one right here. That's our OGs by Terptown. Every year they do a release.
That's right. That's right. Stupid question.
Every year they do a release. I know my shit's echoing because that shit's on my computer playing, y'all. I just wanted to get on here because there wasn't nobody on here. I want to make y'all get up on here.
Fuck yeah, y'all
show
come
some
on.
Plants.
Hit the link.
Show some love. Show some plants, y'all. Have fun.
Fuck yeah, Herb. I was looking for a video here. Everybody's scared to come up. 60-something growers scared to come up, man. Let's see. Yeah, I want to see the node whips too.
I don't know if you guys have seen these leaves, but they're just eaten apart by thrips, just absolutely munched apart.
Oh, it's got
So,
thrips.
I mean,
No way.
it's not going to be the end of the world for the buds and everything like that, but it's not the
No
greatest to
way.
have thrips all over your plant this deep into flower. I'm obviously not going to throw anything out, but we are going to sift through it pretty carefully once everything is completed to make sure that we're not going to be smoking any thrips or anything. But yeah, it's on every single plant too. I mean, the FX3 I think might have the least amount, or maybe the barf breath might has the least amount, but
Damn.
it's still getting eaten apart. It's not looking great. We only have a few more weeks, so it shouldn't be that troublesome, but my God, guys, they're just munching on these girls. But like we always do, we'll start in the front, go to the back. The Gas Nano #1 right here, she's looking really good. The buds are forming, everything's looking nice. The only thing that I'm kind of worrisome about is all this overlapping structure. I just don't think that it's going to be that great. You know, not that we get any kind of powdery mildew or anything here, but fingers crossed. But it's just going to be a little too much moisture, a little too much humidity inside of this plant right here. And when I came in today, I was looking at the humidity gauge on the actual dehumidifier, and it said 80%, and it stopped working because the whole entire bin was full of water. So dump that. Now we're getting everything a little bit lower in humidity. I can actually feel it being lowered right now. Like it doesn't feel like it was when I walked in, as heavy as the air could be and everything like that. So feeling a little bit nicer in here. And I think that that's just the case. We turned on our air conditioner as well. So a lot.
I didn't know. I didn't even see that shit earlier. I must have missed that part. Damn. So what do y'all do if y'all have thrips and flour? I mean, other than chop it all down and start over. We got another week 6. There we go. All that green.
Yo.
Cheers.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm like super high on mushrooms and THC right now. I wasn't even gonna jump on. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How are you?
Pretty good.
I can show some plants. I couldn't get my fucking earbuds to connect, man. I finish this smoke and then I'll show you.
What's going on?
What up,
Oh, there we
Hazy?
go. Cheers.
We got some live action.
Oh, we
Ooh.
live.
It's not-
We live.
Oh, it's so hard to try to focus this thing. Oh,
Cheers,
Oh,
y'all.
that's cool, man.
Thank y'all for being
Ooh.
here. Hell yeah. Oh shit.
What brand are you using?
the this thing,
Yeah.
you can see it on there.
Okay. Whoa,
I got the
whoa,
same style.
Yeah, and I got it Bluetooth
Oh,
to the iPad.
Oh, that's
This
how
is
you.
the first time doing this. This is great.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Oh,
I got
she's
it
ready.
Bluetooth to the phone. I guess it just looks cooler on the iPad.
Yeah, I have a fucking tablet. I could do that too. Super
Dang.
cool.
Yeah, the app is called Maxi.
Okay, that is so cool.
Is that what it's called, Hazy? Maxi?
I think so.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Dang.
Were you
Oh,
here
fuck.
when I showed my no jokes?
Yes, they're filling up that 3x3.
32 by 32, but yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a little smaller. But yeah, they're fucking, man. And I just,
Sorry, dude just said imagine seeing thrips in 8K. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that would suck so bad. I'd be like,
oh, bro, that stole you down bad. That's
You'd be fucking terrified for life.
damn.
That's great. I like that.
What day of flower?
60 or 61. I think it's
Ooh.
61.
And what day you going to?
I think tomorrow.
Yes, 63, 62. Let's go.
It's looking right on everything I'm looking at here, right? What do y'all think? Or can you really make it out?
Yeah, let's
I see it.
Oh, there's a lot of clear still. What day did you say you're on?
That's a leaf, though. Hang on. Get in here. Like 61.
Okay.
Enhanced.
See, I see a lot of cloudy.
It really depends. There's a lot of cloudy, but there's still
What
a
are
lot
you
of
looking
clear.
for? Like, what's your preference on?
Yeah,
how you
everyone's
find it?
preference is different.
I usually try just like the all cloudy, milky.
Okay, so see, I like the more sleepy effect, so
Yeah,
I let it go a little bit further.
I like about 8% amber up in there.
Yeah, I like to have a little bit of amber. Because it will still continue as you're drying it, right? So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
gorgeous.
I lost. I can't even recognize it. Oh, there's your amber. Are you on the top bud?
Yeah, I
Oh,
probably
yeah.
got smushed.
That's why.
Yeah,
Try one of these down here.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your preference,
Yeah,
have
that
you
looks
asked?
beautiful.
No, for sure. Have you asked anybody, what they thought when they ran it?
No.
Oh, come on.
I know,
Like-
I want to buy one too.
Hazy hooked me up with 4 of them. I'm not in flower, so I'm super excited. So I lost count because they were green just last week. So what is what? Where's the purple now?
Let's go. This is the spear one. That's the purple.
All right,
Purple
so
back
that's
here.
the purple pheno.
Yeah, and then these two were the same. And that was the spear type.
What do you like most out of this batch?
That one in the back is just like the internodal spacing compared to this guy. You can see how it's more
Space.
Yeah.
It's more chunked up on that one. So what about?
I just got to smoke them and try them out. Is all.
For sure.
Yeah, can we look at those two a little closer?
Yeah.
The yellow leaves.
Spin her around here for you.
I love that. That is so fucking cool, man.
So that's the.
That is the purple pheno. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What up, action? Sam Badley.
I think this one's definitely that's a heavier producer for sure.
And this is
Up
the
and
one
down.
right next to the purple one.
Yeah. It had super orange. Where am I at here? Shoot.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I love when it has the dark with the bright orange.
Right.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at that.
Man. Bro.
Just
yeah.
a hairy fucker.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
Then
see.
the bottoms grew out. So crazy. I swear I stripped everything off of this.
Can you
I
show
should be
us
able to
a little
rebed,
bit?
right?
Can you show us a little bit of how your setup is at the bottom there? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 4 3-gallon pots, and it's cocoa and perlite. Oh, I just covered the camera. Shit. And then I think this is a 3x3 flood tray, just to catch all of the nasty crap. I've got a shop vac to suck it out. But these are like 3-inch hole spacings on the bottom net, and then up here it's like 5 or 6.
Yo,
Okay.
what up, Carl?
Yeah.
Carl.
What up? What up?
Oh. Yeah.
And how are you spinning that? Like what's underneath
It's on
that?
a Lazy Susan bearing underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can.
Yep.
Covered it.
I see.
He just needs a motor.
Yeah, just slow all day. It's a nice little.
No, I love that because when
I
I'm
could stream
growing,
that for sure.
I love to be able to get around there.
We lost Carl and Action Jackson.
Oh,
Action
fuck.
Jackson, you had to turn your camera on, brother. Try coming back up.
That's gorgeous. You're gonna get some nice pictures with that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where Carl went.
He'll be back.
Oh,
There he is.
let's do.
I hit the wrong button. Don't hit it, dude.
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Ugh. I am getting one of those things. That is so cool.
I like it.
Are you gonna get? You better be taking pictures right now. I bet you have.
No. I think I
No,
can do
he's
that on this. Yeah, there's a button on this thing you can hit. Right. Here.
You get.
That's
Not
hilarious.
even, you can hit that screen right there and hit that green button on your tablet, and it'll take.
I've only got so many hands.
What?
Dang.
You don't have 5? Come on.
So I must say, Miranda, you're all that screen, right?
I am, yes.
I'm really high, and I'm sorry that I just had.
So am I. I ate mushrooms and everything, and I'm sitting here and no one's jumping on with fucking Levelz. Where the fuck were you guys?
Right.
I was working on mini bikes and stuff. You know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm so grown up. You know, that's what us grown-ups do. You know, work on mini bikes. You know.
Hey man, I eat mushrooms and I play video games, so I can't talk.
I'm not mad at you. Hey.
We just become best friends.
Oh, they are
Right.
beautiful.
That's the no jokes, Carl.
I really love when the leaves
wow.
start to change color like that too.
See, to me, if you would ask me what's my favorite plant out of all those in there, it would be the one with the yellowest leaves, and that's the one you were just looking at.
Yeah,
This
it's
thing right here.
Just
beautiful.
poking that out because the way she fades is just incredible.
And it's
Yeah, but
I
you know what?
it's stacked up.
and
The
it's
more-
that.
Sorry. The more I look at people's gardens, I really love when all the fucking colors are in there, man.
Yeah.
You know, like you see the ones that are fading, then you see the bright fucking green ones. I love it all.
Cheers.
Man, I'm just trying to have tent full of that shit just like that.
It's happening.
But I want to do that fucking Lazy Susan thing. Fuck. That is so cool.
That's a
I-
5x5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like
Shit.
50 or 49 inches wide for the circle.
Yeah.
okay.
And
I'm
it
running
gets me to my
a...
next harvest.
Does it? Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you grow outdoor as well?
No, I haven't been. I did
No
one
way.
or two times, and the second time it was just wasn't ready until the end of October. I might try some autoflowers out. See how that goes here soon.
Yeah, that might be the way to go.
Yeah.
I think
But
same
no.
here. We have to do autoflowers because I'm just sick of worrying at the end with the powdery
Yeah.
fucking mildew. Yeah, those are beautiful. Great job.
Thank you.
Man, I fucking can't wait. Do you see that right there, y'all? That's what you should be taking pictures. Chink, chink,
Yeah.
screenshot. Yeah, I'm serious. My phone, I would have to go delete like 800 pictures because I would be in there like 5 angles per bud, and like, dude, I'd be in there. An
Are
hour.
you showing us those on a phone?
Yeah.
What kind of phone, do you mind me asking?
iPhone, like 15.
Pictures.
Had it for like a year or two.
Yeah, fuck, those iPhones have good quality fucking cameras, man.
You see that?
They're pretty good.
They are. Like, I have a Samsung, like, one of the newest ones. I'm, like, maybe one behind or whatever. And, I don't know, sometimes the shots come out nice, other times they look like shit.
Right.
Yeah, that looks really, really beautiful. And you said you're in a 5x5?
That right
Yeah.
there, that bud right there is the perfect reason why I would pick that plant out of them all.
That shit's so fire, dude.
That
It is. Yeah, it is. Oh, I love those dark leaves.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll get in here later and take some pictures like this.
Yes, definitely.
If you're about to harvest too, hell yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would still
Grows.
Yeah.
So Miles is saying your grows are better in person. Oh, I imagine. Like, if you're seeing that,
my buddy.
Is it? Oh, that's your boy?
Yeah.
Oh, let me wrench him up. I didn't know.
He's gonna be trying it here in a couple of weeks, so
Let's go.
well,
Yeah.
think about it, guys. When you're showing your
come back and
plants
do a
on a
smoke
fucking
report.
camera, eh? Like, those have to just be like blow your mind when you fucking actually look at them in person.
yeah, it's insane, and you get to smell them.
Yeah,
Get all
exactly.
sticky.
Y'all harvesting? No, you harvesting Sunday. I'm about to say y'all harvesting around the same time. Well, really and
Yeah,
truly,
Carl, you should be.
Friday
chopping
is 62. Saturday will be 60. You're 63, and Carl's 63 is Sunday. So y'all
Okay.
right there.
My 63 is actually Monday, but I'm gonna take them on Sunday. They're done. I'll show you here in a second. They're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Hey,
You're
All
gonna
right.
get what you got out the last one. Do you know?
for weight wise, no, I don't know.
No.
I don't. It was probably 3/4 of a pound at the most. I think it was like 12 ounces or something from that one plant. But I didn't have the second. I didn't have the second trellis up.
Wow.
They kind of flopped. It was
Nice.
it sucked. But I think I vegged it for 6 or 7 weeks and let it rip. That's pretty cool. But I like the more plants filling it up.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah, way less veg.
It's the variety too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
beautiful.
I would think it's easier to feed one plant, but like shit could go wrong with one plant. You only got one chance, at that
Yeah.
point. Something goes south, there it is. That's 2 months veg. Done. Start over.
Yeah, depending on the situation, yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna do a single plant. I've done one in my 2x2 that I just harvested. Other than that, I haven't done a single. Not like sprouted out.
I guess
I
it's one
just
of my
have
favorite
played-
buds.
I play with doing a lot of plants, and especially when you do like a good sized room, it becomes a disaster. But you can do it. It's preference. It just depends on the person at that point,
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you've seen Carl. After you show, I'll show mine again. Mine. All right. So, does anybody, one of y'all, know about deep reds?
What is it?
Deep red supplemental. Lighting.
Oh, yeah, something.
Well, like I only added that shit from Sunday, and like I went from hardly any buttons to having buttons, but not just the buttons, the trichome production. Like we got trichomes on the motherfuckers, and we're only like day 18. Not like that. No joke. I mean, no way. His day 18. Look at the frost on those leaves.
That's that one. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't got no production like that. But I will say, it seems like I did get a little tiny more stretch. Look at this.
Damn.
Look on the
That's
rails.
insane, dude. I
The
see that.
pedal. Oh my Jesus. We're going skiing.
That is insane.
Yeah.
We're hitting the slopes. Look at the pedal. Can you zoom in on the pedal?
No, it is. They're like
This guy.
folding over.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
On
That
the
is
tip. Wow.
That is beautiful.
I'm ready. Sign me up. Sign me up. Look at that. Wow. Great job, man.
Thank you.
That's a hole in one there, brother. Great
Fucking
job.
A.
Yeah, that is a wonderful job.
Shout out to Chad too.
Someone's
know.
asking what lights you're using.
Oh
It's
shit.
the Grandmaster level.
Oh, of course.
The
Fucking
torch-
GML. I wanted
the
to
torch
get GML
730.
light.
They make fire
No.
light.
Are
Yeah.
you using the bug one?
No, not yet. I'm still thinking about it. So the torch 730. Yeah.
They got
all the lights are beautiful, no matter what light you have.
Yeah.
they got a bug one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
those
it's called the
fucking
Predator.
bugs, man.
It's like
Predator.
exactly.
It's only like 50 watts, and there's 2 bars. Will cover a 4x4 area, and it's like 5 minutes a day when the lights are off. Like you can't be in there with it.
Yeah, fucking GML, damn.
Like $120 or something, or is it 220? I can't remember. Need to be a spokesperson.
Yeah, you should be. Hey man, you show him those fucking plants, and
I was thinking about like
I
adding them to
betcha
the bottom.
you would be.
Adding
He's
them
an
to the
awesome
bottom.
guy
Yeah,
too.
like outside of the spinning part, on all sides, kind of like
I-
shot up into it.
We're rolling into fucking summer, y'all. Spring's over with. I'm gonna let y'all know now. Spring is coming, gone damn
Yeah.
near. Down
Oh,
here
yeah?
at least. We're in the
I got the
90s. Fuck yeah. So the bugs are out. I can show you a light right now, and you're gonna see all kind of bugs flying around them all.
Oh shit. We're
You know,
having
they're,
really
they're out.
weird
So all my what I'm saying is, IPM is a thing, man.
No,
I'm-
totally.
I'm spraying. I sprayed last week. I need to spray this week, really. I might spray tomorrow when I go to work.
I hear you.
I mean, I ain't playing with it. That fucking me up. I seen your boy with thrips earlier on that video.
Like it scares me to death.
I'm like, fuck that. Week 6 of flower. Then you
That's it,
got
I'm zipping the tent up.
all
zipping it
over
up.
you. You know what that does when you have a bad infestation of them? They suck all the nutrients out of the leaf, so that the buds are produce the right fucking nutrients out of the plant, because the thrips have already stripped them leaves of all the juicy minerals and shit that they need to produce.
This little sons of bitches. But no, they say the
Not doing
thrips,
soil.
it like annihilates the thrips. And then like a 98% on the spider mites. So I don't know.
IPM,
I might try it out.
Athena IPM all the way. What's up, Al?
Yeah, I want to try one too. I just don't want to. I don't have that kind of money right now.
It's pricey. I can imagine.
You know what? It's pricey, but like it's not really compared to other good lighting. You know what I mean?
What's their warranty? If they gave you a lifetime warranty, then yeah, like that would be great.
They are a 5-year, I believe, on it.
5.
Yeah, but they're super cool. The something breaks, I think they just you can fix it.
Even after that 5 year.
And,
I don't know.
Not
You might be able to
just
work
that.
something out with them.
Not just that, but like it's equivalent to any other light in that area that you'll buy anyway. Only they're better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you might as well buy one of his for the same price.
Yeah, like all the diodes. You should read up on them. They're pretty cool. They're all sealed. Like, you can spray it, supposedly. Not doing that shit yet. Wipe it down.
Yeah.
But no, facilities use these things. It's crazy.
And see, that's a lot of money.
Damn, Carl.
We were talking about facilities earlier, but bro,
Carl,
like,
has
imagine if
10
Carl
of my
had
things in
all
there.
GMLs in there. How much would
that's
that cost?
beautiful.
Damn it, man.
Yeah, what the hell? Why isn't he sponsoring your channel? Everybody's using fucking GML.
Okay, no, he's not. I was saying, what if Carl was? What if all those lights was
Oh, I thought you said he was.
No.
Oh no.
There's no.
I'm not sponsored by anybody but the man Carl with a K.
That's too funny. No, I hear you.
Yeah, I think Mr. GROWERZ got one now. He went to GML. Or he's trying one out, I believe. I heard that the other day.
Yeah, let's go. That's what's up. No, I was just saying.
Things.
Oh, I have to. Actually, Chronic Boom that was up here earlier won a torch 730.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Tell me about it. I'm like, what? Carl, what strain is that? Tell us a little bit about what's going on for those who don't know.
What's that, lemonberry?
That's 67,000 watts in that room.
Wow. Yeah, 67,000. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 60.
That's okay. We're all in the same boat.
70. Damn it, motherfucker! God, motherfucker, 6,700. Damn it, not thousand.
Those are really, really beautiful.
All right.
Honestly, Carl always has fucking beautiful shit every time I see him on here.
Fuck yeah, Carl. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, they're beautiful. Great job.
Veg gets a little bit out of control, you know.
You know? I like out of control veg.
It's a little bit out of control.
Let him fucking go wild.
Dang. Those things were just babies a few weeks ago.
Not even. There's action. There he is.
Man. Holy shit.
Get with the program. Look at that. Get with the program,
Let's squeeze in here. Let's see if we can squeeze in here, guys.
How tall
We're
are
gonna squeeze
you,
in
Carl?
here. I'm 6 foot.
Holy shit.
So this is how fast they grow. You know what I mean?
Don't let him lie. He's really 4'11".
So yeah, it's, you know, I like my big trees.
Those are fucking massive. Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah, Carl.
I like my big trees. Believe me.
No, I love it. See, and when you're feeling sad, literally just walk in there for a fucking few minutes. You'll feel better.
So what strains you got in there, brother?
Frosted truffle pie, mac, super buff cherries, gas guzzler, poppin' bottles, and lemonberry.
Fuck yeah.
Just a little something, you know, typical Carl shit. You guys see me do something.
Yeah.
Take these motherfuckers down Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, they got a lot of work.
Nah, too bad. About an hour. Take them down, me and the homie.
Nice.
My bad, I got
Well, they're gorgeous.
Serious. No, fuck yeah. So yeah, every 63 what, Carl?
Well, I mean, these come down every 63 days, but I'm taking them down tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Sunday will be 62 days. So
nice.
clipping and flipping, turning and burning, perpetual. Now, I will say that veg,
ABC.
I haven't seen your veg look like that. You say it's got to go another 4 days.
It went crazy, bro. Well, think about it. There's 3 of them in there that were pretty good size. Remember?
Last fucking 2.5 years, every fucking grow, and I have not seen your veg as tall as you.
Yeah,
It does get it gets like that.
fucking
But I have not
foot
seen it.
jungle in there.
Well, it actually does, believe it or not. It does. They get bent over because they go underneath the net and shit. But that's just what happens in cocoa perlite, you know. They grow fast. That's why I'm gonna go down to 6. I'm gonna go down to 6 plants.
Oh, yeah, I want
just take them right out of the clone box or clone tray and toss them right in like 25-gallon pots and veg them for the solid 50 days in them pots. Instead of holding them back for like 20 days, just so in a cup, run them for the whole 50 days in the big pot and see how big they get. I'll have 6 monsters in that motherfucker.
What line of nutrients do you use?
I mean, I use a lot of different stuff, but my main nutrient is advanced nutrients. It's the salts. I use the Sensi salts. They got a 2-part bloom and a 2-part veg.
Okay. See, that's why I don't want to get in. Oh.
Hazy Susan, thank you for coming up, brother.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Bro.
Thanks for having me
I
on.
can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Thank you for sharing your whole grow with me and blessing me with the opportunity to have that in my tent, bro. Thank you.
Heck yeah. Can't wait to see it blow up. It's going to be badass.
Just cloned him too. I'll show the grow here in a second. Fuck you.
Cool. See y'all.
Later,
Care,
brother.
bro.
Have a blessed night.
I'm gonna hop off too because I'm like really high and the shrooms are like starting to fuck with me. So I gotta get off.
Have a good night.
Cheers, guys.
Up.
Yeah, have an awesome night. I'm gonna be back in chat maybe. Bye.
Hell yeah. Have a blessed night. Carl, I don't know if you've seen, but the no jokes, they blowing up. They have blown up.
Oh yeah, they look good, bro.
Oh man. And I just took clones. I need to take some leaves. Driving me nuts. There's the Fruity Pebble clones.
Man.
I got more down here. And I got clones all through there. All through there. I'm going to take more clones, but I need to do some adjustments this weekend and figure out what's going to be going on. We got these. They look like they're all taken. Some of them kind of leaning. But they're not falling. They just haven't fully rooted. Like, for instance, when I got home, that one was slipped over. So was that one. They are back up. That one's kind of up. So, yeah, we got the seeds coming up. Hopefully this thing pops up too. Hopefully this one too. Maybe put it over there. We got this one popped up. So we got 2 up. This one looks like it's coming up. We got I took 3 off each pheno. Under no joke.
There you go.
I labeled all the pots, so that's, let's see. This is pheno 1, 2, and 3, which is 3 is in the front, 2 is in the back, the big one, and then 1 is in the corner.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Y'all ready? Cola City.
Cola City, man.
Cola City. I feel like,
oh shit.
Okay, what's that fan on? Oh, yeah. Needs to go up though.
How many days in flower?
18.
Oh
And
man.
we got the reds. Here, let me turn the TV off. We got the reds up. They have only been up for 4 days. And I got them on 70%. They come on the minute the lights come on. Not a minute before, not a minute after. I was up at 5:30 the other morning and I timed it and I adjusted it because it was like 2 minutes off. So we got that perfect. Like I said, since I've added them, the bud site development has definitely increased. I should be way further along, but that was on me. But I will say, since we added the reds, we got some trichome production already. Got some buttons. Yeah, we're day 18, Carl.
Looking hungry, man.
No, you know.
Bring that other net down immediately.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let it go to 21. Well, I could bring it down.
Yeah, immediately, bro. Don't let them grow no bigger. That you're gonna need that.
Yeah, put it about right there.
You don't want the buds just in the net. You want them all in the net, so I would take it down at least, have them sticking out the top at least 6 inches or so. Because the stability is at 2 points at that point, not just at the tip of that 1 point. Everything's going to be underneath the net if you take it then.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on. I'll do it right now. We'll do a live footage of it. Yeah. Cheers, y'all. If I can put it like this. Oh, of course. What's up, Pete, Steve? Y'all can't even see them. My lights are still bright. You had a good day, Carl?
Oh yeah, bro. How about you, man?
It was a little rough. Nothing we can't handle, though.
Man, sometimes you gotta beat it back. You know what I'm saying? What up, Action? I see you up here, bro.
What up, man?
Shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Just up here chilling, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Already.
Yeah, you already know, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it be like that.
You gotta get it in sometimes, man.
Man.
Gotta get you in, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get you in, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do it, man.
Hey. Couldn't have said it any better.
Yeah, we're gonna tighten this bit too. What this? Gotta bring it down some more too. Cheers, chat. Yeah, see y'all right just
I
second.
forgot about chat.
It's so hey, check chat. Is Soki in here still?
Had some family came over, you know what I'm saying? Surprised on me, so that would took me a while to get on it. But
Oh, you're good.
man. Man, what's up, soul brother? What's good, man? Pizza Steve.
The old brother came on a little minute ago.
Yeah, what's good, man? Yo, Mondo.
Oh, you know Mondo in the cut.
For sure. Keeping
You
it
know
100, though.
Mondo big chillin'.
Herb Nerd. It's good, man. Man, it's about to storm his ass off. I know that much.
Man, that shit been rolling through here all day, bro. We got lucky and actually had a decent day.
I had to go grab my little, you know what I'm saying, seedlings, man. I can't do that, man. Not this year.
No, hell no. Not outside right now.
Last year I got hit with some hail. I'm like, man, I was mad, bro. I was mad.
You lost a bunch of them, didn't you, bro?
I did, man. Not this year, though.
Yeah.
Hell no.
If you don't keep your eye on that weather,
It'll take you outdoors. It'll take you outdoors. It will take you outdoors.
So you pretty much gotta be a weatherman yourself, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a true soldier, frontline soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
For the outdoor. Everybody, all the outdoor people should get frontline soldiers, because you gotta be that, man.
Yep.
Levelz said he's definitely on the front line, man. He said, fuck that shit.
Gotta be aware of your environment. Come on, man.
For sure. You even gotta be looking up, you know what I'm saying? Because you might have some we call it zombie trees, you know what I'm saying? Where branches can fall down and just smash everything below. You gotta watch everything.
I just send Levelz out there. He can handle it first.
Then the boys out there in Florida, man, you gotta worry about hurricanes like every man. Shout out to them boys in Florida, man. They're doing their thing, man. Frontline soldiers for real.
Yeah, 100 on that, bro.
What up, Moonwater? You already know Moonwater. How it goes, man.
You know Moonwater put on.
Hey, you gotta stay on the swivel, man. You got to always, man. You gotta move swift.
Man. Oh shit! We lost him. He hit a button. It bounced.
Oh, action. What up?
Yeah.
Is Soki in here, damn it?
I thought I saw him down there. I see everybody out there.
All right, yeah, my bad. He probably answered me. Soki, you trying to do that still? Have a good night, all that green. Cheers, y'all. Sorry if I missed y'all in chat.
Cheers, everybody.
Last couple minutes. J5, Hazy Susan, Pizza Steve, J Pat,
Soki,
Soul Brother, Soki. You trying to let me finish this net and we'll run it.
Yeah, man. It's another reason why I gotta cut down these things. Like went crazy. So I did something different this time, right? And I've been doing this for a few months, right? I'd stop watering twice a day till they got certain size. Well, I had to start watering twice a day with these big plants immediately. So I'm down here for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, and I'm like, man, fuck this stuff. I'm gonna water these 3. I'm gonna water the whole room, and I'm pretty sure that's the difference. Even in the big pots, even with them taking over just a little bit of it, they like being watered twice a day still. So it's like, all right, well, I ain't mad at it. I'm pretty sure that's why they took off like that, because they're huge. It hasn't even been the full 30 days in the 15-gallon pots. Sunday will be the full 30 days in the 15-gallon pots. That's what's crazy about it. It's like, motherfucker, dude. So, but I guarantee that it's that twice a day watering, because that's why it's significantly bigger.
Gotta have the net levels through the net levels. Gotta have them through the net level.
You do. You gotta have some sturdy, man. Even though, because you're gonna have a bunch down there that will not get it.
I'm just fucking with you, Carl. I know.
Oh yeah, we want you to be successful. We gotta make sure you A1 from day one. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Regardless of what like a 2% majority might say, I guarantee you're gonna benefit from these little things.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
What, man? Carl steering you, right? You be steering all of us, right?
Man, one of the things is just the consistency that I show, man. It always looks the same in here, mean, that's pretty much the only. That's the only reason why you should ever listen to somebody is how consistent they are. That's the only real number one thing. Like, how consistent is this person? And at the same time, you look and you're like, well, he's working alone. He might have a hand here and there, but he does it all himself. So he must understand something. That's about the only, credential I would say at that point. I guess from my point of view, I guess.
Like pretty much the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Shit, this room's been up for. This is the 5th summer right here, so. Actually, I actually was finishing this room about this time 5 years ago. Because I gotta figure out when I bought. Actually, it might even be past that. I figure out when I bought my second house. Because I bought my second house during COVID, and that was 5 years ago. And I was building this room at the same time. So I was like, fuck. Man, this is gonna be a hell of a fucking job here. But made it happen. Yeah, it's definitely been working.
I think I got it pretty good. Yeah. Got a cola and everything. Every hole.
I was telling y'all I crossed the Mac 1 cap cut with the
You crossed it?
Yeah, with one of my strains. I got 4 of them right now. But they doing pretty good, man. I ain't
That's
gonna lie
fucking
to you.
awesome.
I tried to get as much seeds as I possibly can, but they only allow 4, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
Man. So you're saying the cap cut took the pollen?
Yeah, I got the evidence right here.
Oh, I'm not saying that, bro. I was arguing with somebody a long time ago that it would accept pollen. They're like, oh, they're done seeds, they won't come out. And I'm like, bro, whatever, but I guarantee it'll work. I'd love to see what comes out of it, bro,
Yeah, we're gonna see what's up.
And it just smells so fucking good, you guys. Holy shit, this is so wild.
Yes, this does.
What's that?
I said, yes, this does.
Oh, I bet you that is stinky, ain't it?
Just from moving.
It's all we grow in the community is stinky stuff,
Man.
Yeah. I just realized this tent. You're gonna have to strip.
J. Patrick, what's up?
We're gonna run this giveaway, y'all.
Oh, what? What?
What's up,
What'd you say?
everybody?
Yeah, Snooki said he's running the giveaway.
Oh no, for real, dude? Like, oh, dude.
But everybody said you can call.
Dude. Duh. Did you said giveaway, dog?
Everybody get used to it.
Man.
Alright. This might get your approval, I don't know. Ready? Oh, you're under the cool.
I'm looking, bro. I can see.
Man, I'm looking at you. You're facing the other way.
No, I'm not. I'm looking right here, motherfucker. You see that finger coming at you, motherfucker?
Alright.
I'm about to say, I'm looking the other way. Now, how can I see from that angle? You got to give me a lateral level, bro. That's not lateral, bro. What am I looking at here, bud?
Nothing if you don't notice.
Bro, you didn't give me a very good vision of it. I need to see how far it goes down.
My lights are bright. There it is.
No. Just kneel on your knees and just get down, and I want to see how far they go down the plant. I want to look up through the side and see how far down the stem it goes. There you go. Now go up. With the phone, not the camera. Yeah, that's pretty good. You caught the tops. You went down on the... That's what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah, that's what I wanted to see, how far down the stem they went to give them some time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that a lot. Bro. You ain't gonna have no floppers. I dig it.
Yeah, we got like we got one in every hole. If not one, we got 2, 3.
I dig it. Looks great.
Hey, that side right there gonna be Cola City for real.
Yeah,
that shit looks great, dog.
All this too. I mean, all of them too. Once they start developing again, colas. Yeah,
they look great.
Oh, move that one there. Move this one there. Just keep moving them around so I like it, you know. Boom. All right.
Aw, J. Patrick, no, you're missing the whole point. Hey, I don't look at it like that because I'm not like that, you know what I mean?
Nah.
If you are, Jay, don't matter. I'm just saying, dog, but sorry, bro. He wasn't understanding my whole point. That's why I said get down and, like, for a better vision.
Bro, we got what you're saying.
But no, dude, that shit looks awesome how you got him. I dig it, bro.
Fuck yeah.
It's time to water these fucking veg trees. Man, I got that Quest 110 in that bitch, bro. Because I took that other Quest 110 out and stuffed the 225 in there. So, man, you want to talk about that. That humidity is on point in that bitch, bro.
I gotta set this giveaway up.
Keep going, man.
Man, I'm here for that giveaway, dog. I sensed it. I did. I had an understanding for free things. And I was coming for it.
What's the strain or the name of the giveaway, Sophie? Cheers, y'all. Hit that thumbs up if y'all haven't already. Appreciate each and every one of y'all kicking it tonight. We had a fire show tonight.
Man, I've never seen All That Screen get on panel, man. That's awesome. She came up and said hi.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Sweetheart.
So,
Shout out to All That Green, man.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, for sure.
Pineway, what? What up, Bruce Lee? What up? What's up, buds? Pineway, what? Cougar.
Cheers, everybody out there. Man, that shit's so funky, fucking crazy loud, man. Holy shit. You can taste it. Like, just in the fucking air, you guys.
Yeah, yo, we'll be going kicking it at Discord. I gotta water these plants, so we'll be kicking it in the server. If y'all want to come over to the Discord, hit the invite. Let's see. All right, let's see. We gotta share this. 420 medicine, man. Giveaways will be sent out Saturday. I do apologize about the wait. Some shit that happened this week. I haven't been feeling too well, but there's a whole gang of y'all been meaning to go. They were supposed to go out like Tuesday, but I just couldn't get out there. So they will be sent out. There's for y'all. Already packaged and ready to go. All right, to participate in this giveaway, Soaking knows the name of the strain. Conway Farms, Conway Cougar. Go. Cheers, yo. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna get that Cola City out this trip for sure.
I'm sure you will, bro. Oh, I gotta work on a tree over here trying to fall over.
that's the only thing that's gonna happen, man. Straight Cola City, man.
Yeah, I think letting it grow up a week through the net, that's it. Yeah, I see that, Steve. Steve's over here entering with like 4 accounts. Damn.
When this plant finish, I might need a name for it, man. I don't know if anybody want to help me out to get this Mac 1 seedling a name. Cross with the batch 47.
What's the cross?
Yeah. The Mac 1 cap cut crossed with the batch 47.
Batch 47, you said?
Yeah, batch 47.
Batch Mac.
Batch Mac.
That batch Mac.
We'll have to find out once we get the results in, you know what I'm saying?
Look at Twitter profile, Scott.
Might have to do something with it. We'll find out.
Man, you know.
That's what it's all about, man. Running it, figuring it out first. Yeah.
Man, I was picking some leaves off that gas guzzler, man. I gave him a homeboy.
You can't be doing that, Carl.
Man, I tell you when I was picking them. I tell you when I was picking them though, man, it smelled so damn good. I was like, wow, bro, you gonna get you a little pheno here.
Yeah, that's how the no jokes are, bro. My fingers were so sticky.
Man.
One second, medicine man. I'll get you the link. Charger. Y'all hit that hashtag, man, if y'all trying to be a part of this giveaway. We're gonna run in like 5 minutes or so before we end the show. Yeah, y'all come over to Discord, man. We're always kicking it there. Pretty much 24/7. There's a group of growers kicking it in the Discord, so y'all definitely check that out.
Always end up hitting that back button.
Yeah, it's tricky on the phone. But the back button is right by the leave button.
Yeah, don't be going through the comments on your phone and like touch something like when it's like the comments are brought up and it like goes through whatever screen you brought up and backs you out, does some fucked up shit, man. Like, motherfucker.
It's real, man.
Soki, what's the name of the strain? Forget, he said Cougar too.
Good, son of man. Oh, yeah, you already know, man. Hope you blaze it good. On the Levelz Road Show. Chill up.
What up, son? What up? What's up, bud? Anybody else want to come up before we end it here in just a few minutes?
Hey, everybody should show the grow, man. Come up here.
Fuck yeah. I gotta water that 3x3. They're gonna get hit with some beast balloon. We're gonna smash them.
What, this early you're gonna throw DC Bloom on them?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Open sesame.
That's how I was gonna say, yeah.
Nice catch. 3 days they're getting beastie blue.
I mean, depending, yeah, I mean, shit. If they take that shit, run it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's Carl. I thought it was action. Nope.
Not this time, man.
Nope. Carl, I muted you. Sounds like you got a fan in the background. That's all. I unmuted you. There you go. You turned it off.
Yes, fan, bro. I was in front of the fan. I turned that motherfucker up earlier, man. Get a little bit more air on the canopy. So she's moving a little bit more air down there. This room
How's
is
that?
fucking
You said that D-Hue is working on good.
Man, it's actually working too good, man.
Whoa.
I'm gonna get my troll master in there and dial it in a little bit better so it doesn't bring it down too low. Yeah, it's it's a Quest 110, so it's 110 pints, you know, per day will do. I took out a, what is it, a 50 pinter? So I was like, well, they both pull the same amount of power too. That's the best part.
Wait. You said it's a 50 pint?
No, I took out one. It was a 50 pint. It pulls 7 amps. It was an Ideal Air or something like that I had from the grow shop years ago.
Yeah.
And then I put in the Quest 110 in there, and they pull also 7 amps. So it's, you know, I'm getting more bang for my buck right here.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely more efficient.
Trying to find the name of that strain.
Gonna put them none that look like platinum bubble, because I'ma call it, man. Oh, that's platinum bubble right there.
Platinum bubble?
Yep, I know exactly how it looks.
Who's got platinum bubble?
I wish I had me some right now. Fire, man.
420 Medicine Man said back in the day, Levelz was pump spraying throughout his whole live show. Hey, he ain't lying. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak.
He got the experience now, man. It's all good.
Man.
I'm trying to see in chat. What's the name of that thing?
I ain't never heard of no boardwalk bubble. Sound like some heat.
Alright, it's Chem D Cross Super Skunk. Chem D Cross Super Skunk. Anybody want to participate in this giveaway for some Chem D Super Skunk? Y'all hit the hashtag because I'm about to run the giveaway in like 3 seconds. Y'all hit that hashtag, Cheers, y'all. Thank y'all for being here tonight.
Good luck, everybody. Hope somebody wins.
Wish y'all luck, man.
Damn, you wild, man.
Hell yeah, Bruce. Congratulations, Bruce.
Hell yeah. Congratulations, Bruce
Congrats,
Lee.
Bruce. Bruce Lee.
Hit me up in Discord, Bruce, or you can hit Soki up in Discord. He's in my server.
Is Bruce Leaf in Discord?
And Bruce Lee be winning, man. I ain't gonna lie.
How come I ain't never seen him show up and hang out with us?
He has, like, I think it was like almost a year ago or 6 months ago. You don't remember that?
Bro, I don't remember, honestly, dog. I'm a stoner. I'm a real forgetful one. Fuck yeah, congratulations, Bruce.
Oh yeah, that's a good haul, Bruce.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Congratulations, Bruce. All right, y'all. We're at the 3-hour mark. It's been a pretty damn good show tonight. Thank everybody. Some new faces, a lot of old faces, faces that ain't come up before. That's what it's all about, man. Encouraging the growers to come up here to feel comfortable, to learn, to share knowledge. Don't feel bashful to show their grow. There's no stupid questions when it comes to growing. The only stupid questions are the ones you're not asking. Straight up. Period. You don't ask this shit, how you gonna improve? How you gonna get better? If you're thinking you're like just coasting at a certain thing and always thinking that you have no room for improvement, I wouldn't give a fuck if you've been growing 100 years. Every grower has. Listen, I might know something that my grandma, who taught me and my mom about growing, I might know something that she was told by her grandma or great grandma, and vice versa, all the way back. That tip or little whatever tip from her generation now passed down to mine. I know that it don't matter if Carl been growing 100 years, he ain't gonna have that knowledge. Each one of us all knows something that each and every one of us doesn't. You know what I mean? Through spilling it, asking questions, and talking about it, bro, we're able to steer each other in the right direction. You know what I mean?
I'm learning every day, man. Every day. Still learning.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Everybody have a wonderful night.
Fuck yeah. Smoke that like button, headbutt that bitch, sub up to everybody here. Bruce Lee, congratulations. Soki, thank you for the giveaway, brother. What's up, Buzz? Everybody in chat, y'all have a blessed night. Y'all hit the Discord link here. I'll post it again. Y'all come kick it in the Discord over there. There's the link. Cheers, y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Growers love y'all. See y'all Sunday morning. Wake and bake. Day 63. Day 63 of flower. And man, we got Cola City, man. Cola City. Hopefully we break our record. It'd be nice. Man, everything's leaning. We've been running the 18.6 for the last 7 days. Everything's just frosty, triked up. Everything falling down, leaning, as you can see. Just a sleeping beauty, copycat. Smuckers, Copycat, and this is another Sleeping Beauty.